misleading advertisements. Hello and welcome viewers, I am Aishwarya Kapoor and you are watching The Burning Question. What's happening in Himachal Pradesh cannot be looked isolated. When it happened in Assam, Congress said it's only a state problem. When it happened in Rajasthan, they said it's a state problem. When it happened in Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, they said it's a state problem. When it happened in Uttar Pradesh, they said Baba is doing it. Now, when it's their government, it's their chief minister, even then, the Congress MLAs are moving out and are openly traveling with the BJP leaders from one state to another in private choppers. Why? Because they say they are not happy with the leadership of Sukhu, the leader who was chosen by not the MLAs but by the Gandhi family, by Rahul Gandhi, who, by the way, is back from London, who is back from England and is once again preparing his yatra. The irony is, here is a leader of the Congress party called Rahul Gandhi who takes out this yatra, and every time this yatra crosses a state, that state faces political trouble like never before. Never prior in the history of independent India would the Congress party have gone through the scenes they are going today, viewers. A government which was voted by the people of Himachal Pradesh just 6 months prior is being brought down by the own Congress MLAs, not by the BJP, but by the own Congress MLAs because, viewers, the Gandhi family, precisely Rahul Gandhi, did not want, I repeat, did not want the popular Vikramaditya Singh, son of the former Chief Minister Veerbhadra Singh, as the face, because he wasn't a yes man, because he would have thought of the people of Himachal Pradesh first, because he would have kept the interest of Himachal Pradesh first. But Rahul Gandhi, if sources are to believe, wanted a man who's only going to say yes to every question and there is no no. And result, in 6 months, Abhishek Manu Singhvi lost the Rajya Sabha elections and the Sukhu government, viewers, is in minority. But I repeat, this is not an isolated incident. This is not limited to Himachal Pradesh. This is the problem of the Congress party. And to debate this, I have senior journalist Pankaj Sharma, I have political analyst Vineet Goenka, I have Aam Aadmi Party. And you might question me today that why do I have Aam Aadmi Party? Because Akshay Marathe, these days, Aam Aadmi Party is closest, and I repeat, Akshay, and your smile comes up, to the Congress party. Charu, and irony is that this was the party against whom the Aam Aadmi Party was formed. The very existence of the Aam Aadmi Party was on the opposition to Congress party. And I hope
Congress, yes,
that Akshay was a part of the movement then, and if he wasn't, then he can look at the videos, because I was covering it as a reporter. I remember. Anyways, Pankaj Sharma, you always say, Aishwarya, you are not micro-analyzing it. Rahul Gandhi's yatra is doing wonders, Pankaj Sharma. You always make that point. I know it's making wonders, but it's upside down. Upside down, and like how? Will you blame BJP now as well? That your own MLAs voted against your candidate for the Rajya Sabha polls, and if that was not enough, the Sukhu government is in minority now. Pankaj Sharma. And this is not the first time, sir. Because Mr. Goswami in Assam has just joined in, your state president has resigned and is all set to join BJP. So from Himachal to Assam, it's a nationwide phenomenon. Pankaj Sharma.
You are right. This is not for the first time. When BJP had 2 MLAs in Madhya Pradesh, they all MLAs and the BJP. So same game is being played in every state. And you are saying that by Gandhi, and he was choice of MLAs. See, this Pradesh, Dr. Yadav is the choice of MLA. CM is the choice of MLA. CM is the choice of MLAs. Good. See, this is not important. Who get in whose favor in these
Sir,
yes, MLAs.
I'm sorry, Pankaj Sharma. I am just interjecting. Your voice is cracking. I'm requesting, can you keep the mic close to you, sir? It's a personal request. Yes, I know, Charu. Sir, if you could keep the microphone close to you. If you're on a speaker, can you readjust the mic because your voice is cracking? I'll come back to you. I'm going to Akshay Marathe till then. Akshay, you are backing a party and you are keeping your arm on the shoulder of the Congress party. Have you forgotten that why Aam Aadmi Party was formed? Have you really forgotten today? Or are you that scared of the BJP that you've made your arch rival your best friend, Akshay?
You're running in circles, but I thought the debate today was the absolutely abhorrent, immoral activities that are going on in Himachal Pradesh today in the name of democracy. Just 6 months ago, the people of Himachal Pradesh have voted for a party, the Congress party. They have given them 40 MLAs out of 70 MLAs. Why is it that the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party cannot tolerate the fact that an opposition party can also govern in this country? Do we want a one-party state? Do we want a one-party dictatorship like we have in North Korea, like we have in China, where these ruling party spokespersons will laugh whenever there is a absolutely disgusting situation like this that comes up, where a party decides that they have to use all unfair means to buy out the opposition, intimidate the opposition, or sometimes dismiss the government itself using their governors, using their LG. That is what Charu, please don't heckle me. No. Charu, don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. This is not the Himachal Assembly.
Charu, I have
this is not the Himachal Assembly. You can't intimidate
everyone.
Me.
I have ample amount of time. Relax, Charu. I have ample amount of time. I'm asking everyone to speak one by one. Please, Akshay, complete, and then I'm coming to you, Charu, and then Vineet to you. Yeah, Akshay, complete.
Literally, state after state after state, the BJP follows the same modus operandi. They will send ED notices to the leaders. They will use the governor, the LG, to say that the elected government cannot enact the legislations that they want to. They will stop executive actions from being taken. They will break away elected governments using their dirty tricks, like we are witnessing in Himachal Pradesh. I am asking, why are we not? Do we not want a competitive democracy? Do we not want a competitive system where one party that wins should have the power to govern? Why are we entering this dark period in Indian democracy where this one party believes they have the supreme right to govern? Nobody else should govern except for them. Why are we engaging in this farce of an election then? You take up all the governments, from municipal party election to state to federal to even world election. Let BJP win the world election and run the whole world. Why do you need any electoral democracy now? And the question you asked me initially, Aishwarya, was about why Aam Aadmi Party is supporting the opposition in this particular moment. The question is that tomorrow this can happen to literally anybody in this country. Aishwarya, I can assure you, if the BJP thinks that Republic Channel is not towing the line, they will send your boss an ED notice and he will have to go to Times Now. That is the reality, and I want to use my words very carefully.
We have. Listen.
No. This is not a
You can say what you want, but I'll tell you this, Akshay.
Every day
we have faced this from politicians. It is not going to be new. We are still facing this in Bengal.
Every day you
but I'll tell you this, Akshay. But you are a political party.
Every day you have to come and say what the BJP tells you to say.
These were opening comments you've done. Reality. Before I debate you, I am going to Charu. I will counter you on not 1 but 4 points. But first, Charu wants to come in. BJP. Charu Pragya. Yes, Charu.
Aishwarya, thank you for the time that you're giving me now, but I will request you to give me ample time because I have three very important points to make. One, I'm tired of these accusations flung, especially by the Aam Aadmi Party, without any proof, and I've made it a point of saying this on every single national debate, including yours. If you have proof, present it. Otherwise, stop just levying allegations for the sake of it. Your party has become a master in it, but the people of this country are also masters and they can see through your antics. If you're talking about deflections, I have two pointed questions here. If you look at the way elections have happened in India, and between the first general election and the fourth one, 542 MLAs have changed their allegiances and their parties. What do you have to say about that? Forget that. Look at the state of Madhya Pradesh. How did Congress form government? By getting BSP MLAs to join them. What do you have to say about that? You talked about democracy in this country. Let me tell you, there is democracy in this country. Does that democracy apply to leaders as well? Or once you've been elected by the people, democracy stops applying to you? Because that seems to be your ideology. What is happening is that there has been a landslide of people leaving the Congress across the states. Whichever state you look at, and you want to talk about the ED, tell me which ED notice was sent to Milind
Has the Congress ever thought about it?
Tell me which ED notice was sent to Jyotiraditya Scindia. Tell me which ED notice was sent to Jitin Prasada. Which ED notice was sent to any of the leaders which are choosing to walk out of the Congress party, because Congress is not a democratic party. So please, it sounds very hollow coming from your mouth when you talk of democracy, especially when you have 5 of your ministers still behind bars. Don't talk to me about that. So, putting aside the landslide of leaders which continue to leave the Congress, Aishwarya, another thing I want to say is that here we are talking about a party and a leader who starts a yatra at the worst possible time in a democracy. वापस democracy का इस्तेमाल मैं कर रही हूँ क्योंकि इन लोगों को शायद democracy का मतलब नहीं समझ आता. He takes a break to go to England.
No, but let him decide.
He couldn't take a break to come and attend Parliament. It was the last Parliament session of this term. Could Rahul Gandhi take a break to attend Parliament? So you can look at his priorities. It's so clear. It's so clear. So every time he takes a break, it is for some obscure reason which has nothing to do with Indian democracy, Indian Parliament, Indian politics, Indian elections.
No, but my question still remains.
Instead of crying and crying and crying.
No, hold on.
Why don't you focus on your internal
politics? It's very interesting. Akshay wants to defend Rahul Gandhi. Viewers are watching. People of this country are watching. Akshay, Charu makes a counter on Rahul. Akshay Marathe of the Aam Aadmi Party raises his hand. He wants to defend Rahul Gandhi, and this is what the cadre of the Aam Aadmi Party wanted. Akshay, is this okay? Charu, let the viewers decide. I am saying it's interesting. Let the people decide. The people, the cadre who voted for the Aam Aadmi Party, let them decide.
You have made your joke. Very good.
Hold on, Akshay.
Very good. You have made your joke. Now let me respond.
Akshay, it is not a joke. It is the reality.
You have already made your joke.
No, it is not, and you will calm down. Thank you very much. Akshay, Pankaj has not spoken. Akshay, I will come to you. Akshay, I will come to you. Charu, please don't get into a banter. Charu, please don't get into this tussle. Akshay Marathe, you have to calm down.
Aishwarya, you have made a comment on me.
Pankaj Sharma, I am going to Pankaj Sharma. Thank you very much.
You have made a comment on me.
No, I will.
You made a comment on me.
I will at the right time. I came to you first. I came to you. I gave you time. Now, please. Pankaj Sharma.
How can you say something about me and then walk away?
Pankaj Sharma, because you were, because it was you. So I had to.
No.
Thank
Allow
you,
me to
Akshay.
respond. Allow me to respond.
Pankaj ji. Akshay, please. No. What? No. I will decide. Thank you very much. Pankaj Sharma.
Why are you making
Pankaj
comments
Sharma,
on me and then walking away to someone else?
You've covered the Congress party. Akshay Marathe, I am talking to senior journalist Pankaj Sharma. I will come to you. I gave you time first.
Then you withdraw.
Akshay, you are disturbing the debate. Please don't.
Withdraw your comment.
No, I will not, because you defended the Congress. So I will not. And don't force me next time. Thank you, Akshay Marathe. Please don't do this with me. I do a very decent debate. Don't do this to me. You are derailing the debate. Please. Akshay, because you did it. No snide remark.
You cannot get away.
Fact.
You cannot get away with
and now calm down. Thank you very much. Pankaj Sharma, isn't it ironical to you, sir, that it is the Aam Aadmi Party who's coming out?
If you think
it's your wish.
You can get away with making a
please tell that to your party. If you want to go, please tell that to your party, Akshay Marathe. Akshay Marathe, it was you who came out to defend. Yes, you left. Okay, let him tell this to the Aam Aadmi Party, because this is what happened. When Charu, and viewers were watching, when Charu made a comment on Rahul Gandhi, Pankaj Sharma. It was not you, sir. Though you know Rahul personally and you might communicate with him as well and several other Congress leaders, it was the Aam Aadmi Party who came out in defense and said, look, I want to say, Pankaj Sharma, Aam Aadmi Party is a party who has defeated the Congress in not one and two states. But how does it feel that they give you seats now? And this is how you want to defeat Modi? You feel, as a political journalist as well, irrespective of your leaning towards the Congress, sir, that this alliance, this opposition alliance can defeat Modi like this?
Aam Aadmi Party is a part of the India alliance, so they have every right to defend Rahul Gandhi and the Congress Party and vice versa. There is no harm in that. And when India alliance partners, if they will fight this election with proper and cohesive coordination, it is not difficult to defeat Modi government this time. Because, they are not invincible. They can be defeated. And I am telling you, this time it will be really difficult for BJP to cross the clear majority mark. They are losing heavily. And as far as this Rajya Sabha episode is concerned, sure, if Congress MLAs cross the sides to vote for BJP in Himachal, BJP MLAs shifted sides to vote for Congress in Karnataka. So, this increasing trend should be a serious reason for worry. More than this, that who benefited and who lost. More important is whether our democracy is gaining ground or losing it badly. It is unfortunate that the business of snatching each other's MLAs is being seen as a capability of a party or a leader in playing the political chess, and architects for these wins are being called Chanakyas. See, these political parties and leaders in reality need to hang their heads in shame
But
for
these are
doing a great
Congress
disservice
MLAs.
to India's long-founded democratic
But these are
values.
Congress MLAs, Pankaj.
Sir, why don't...
But in last 10 years,
Vineet,
the
I'm coming.
tendency to
But
follow
Pankaj,
all the
Charu, hold on, please.
ideological
Charu, please hold on.
commitments
Charu, please.
to fulfill the greed for power and perhaps
you
for
can,
money
but
has,
let him complete.
has
Vineet hasn't
increased
spoken.
manifold. Who is responsible for this?
No, you tell me, Vineet Goenka, these are Congress MLAs. One who has resigned is the former Chief Minister's son, Vikramaditya, who wanted to become the Chief Minister. Rahul Gandhi did not want because sources told that he is not a yes man. Nikhil Jain has also joined in. But Vineet, is it BJP's problem or is it that? What is happening?
Aishwarya, Ram Ram to you, Ram Ram to all my co-panelists and all the viewers who are watching me right now. Party which was made by the colonial masters 140 years back, today is leaderless, visionless, and also could not keep their flocks together. What we have seen today is one of the ministers of Himachal Pradesh blaming the chief minister for fiscal mismanagement. It's a gross negligence on the behalf of CM that he could not keep his team together. Two, he had a mismanagement of fiscal activities there. Number two, Congress is facing an implosion. People are leaving Congress because it's a corrupt party. It is not a party of merits, does not have any vision. I think it is time Rahul Gandhi winds up Congress and hands over things to somebody who is capable. Now you see one thing, where there were 40 Congress MLAs, 3 independent, yet they could not manage 35. That shows one simple thing is that things are not good in Himachal, and then you see other states also, things are going out of Rahul Gandhi. And where is he? He is absent. So I think probably Congress has to rethink their strategy if they seriously want to contest the Lok Sabha elections.
No, my point is this. My point is this, Nikhil Jain. But what is happening? Charu wants to ask a question to Pankaj. Charu, you can in exactly 30 seconds. But Nikhil, don't you see there is a pattern? Your elected leaders who have promised their voters, the people of this country something, they are dissatisfied with your leadership, with your central leadership. I'm being specific, they are dissatisfied with Rahul. Aam Aadmi Party defeated you in Delhi and in Punjab. And they are dictating now. They are saying you can't win one seat, but we'll give you one. In Punjab, we'll give you two. In Gujarat, we'll give you one.
Aishwarya, can I come in? Can I come in?
And you
First
feel
of all,
by doing this and no, please listen to my full question and then answer. I will not interject. By calling this an alliance you will be able to defeat Modi and Shah's mechanism? Do you really feel that? Do you really feel that? Haven't you learned anything in the last 10 years? Okay.
First of all, to Vinitji's point that the Congress is a party that was created by the colonial masters. I don't know what sort of history he's been reading. Congress is the party that fought the colonial masters and got this country the independence. Unlike the RSS, which was conveniently siding with the colonial masters. Coming to the topic that we are debating right now, see, the fact is that as much as you may blame Rahul Gandhi for all the failures of the Congress, the fact is that that man has not been the president of the party for the past 5 years. It is a different president now, an elected president, unlike the BJP. Vinitji, I wasn't interjecting when you were speaking. Please extend that courtesy to me as well. Unlike the BJP, which never elects a president and somehow, the president springs out of thin air and somebody becomes a president. The Congress party now has an elected president who is not Rahul Gandhi, and if there is to be any blame for the bad, if there is any good
What is the elected president doing?
give the credit, or if
What
you
is
have
he
to give
doing?
the
What
blame,
is his role?
both of them land up with Mallikarjun Kharge. When there was a victory in Karnataka, people thanked and credited Mallikarjun Kharge. So this, if there is a problem in the floor, obviously the buck will have to stop with the people who are leading the game. So you can't say that Rahul Gandhi is leading the game right now.
I am only
And
asking
also,
one question, Vineet and Pankaj. And Charu, you can take that question to Pankaj Sharma. But I am only asking one simple question. One simple question I am asking. One simple question on which Akshay Marathe left. Charu commented on Rahul. It was not Pankajji. It was not Nikhil. Akshay Marathe raised his hand that I want to comment. I said, it is very ironical that Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson wants to defend Rahul Gandhi. It's
why is it
right. It's all on him.
Why is it
It's
ironic?
like,
We are in alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party. We are in alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party.
They defeated you, not me. I am not a political party. Aam Aadmi Party decimated you in Delhi, decimated you in Punjab. When? Just 24 hours prior, Mr. Jain. It was us, Charu, to the sitting Punjab Chief Minister.
I think there is an issue
Congress
with your
naal theek ho. Are you okay with Congress? You know what he answered, Pankaj Sharma? Pankaj Sharma, Vineet, calm down. You know what he answered? He said, how can you say that? He stopped that journalist, Nikhil, calm down.
Please, Nikhil. Top of my head. I am not a Congress spokesperson.
Please,
Nikhil. Congress over my head.
Please, Nikhil. Please, Nikhil.
Can you please
I know they are changing it. Relax. They are changing it. They know you are a political analyst. Relax. They are changing it. What I am saying is this, Pankajji, that the Punjab Chief Minister took on that journalist like how can you say we have defeated the Congress party? We have put them under the ground. If I do the exact translation from Punjabi to English.
Aishwarya, can I come in?
That's the reaction from Aam Aadmi Party. And you say that you... Yes, Akshay, you can. Relax. I have Akshay back on the debate. Charu wants to make a point and then I'm coming to Akshay. Charu, Akshay, you left. Charu wants to make a point and then I'm coming to you and then to Pankaj. Charu.
Yeah, Charu. Stand its position for 10 minutes.
Akshay is back. Thanks. Okay.
What an irony.
So,
Vineet, relax. Vineet, one by one. Thank you. Charu.
I'm going to make 2 points. The first is that where is Aam Aadmi Party wrong when they say they completely decimated the Congress? Because when Congress does not implode by itself, self-destructs, then it is the Aam Aadmi Party which comes and does the remaining work. All their so-called alliance partners have more fun taking pot shots at the Congress than they have at being together and being seen together and fighting together, and that is a fact. Now, whether it is Mamta Didi who has declared less than 40 for Congress by themselves, or Akhilesh Yadav who's given some seats to Congress but didn't even think initially to announce 11 seats, he needed to consult the Congress, or Aam Aadmi Party which has a lesser vote share but has given lesser seats in Delhi in Aam Aadmi Party to Congress, then I really don't know where Congress is playing out of. And I want to repeat this and say this again. Now, when they talk about certain things, they do it without checking the facts.
Yeah, hold on. Give her 30 seconds and then you
they do it
take your
without
full time.
knowing the history of a lot of their their own antics. And Pankaj ji, I know, is a very senior journalist, but Pankaj ji, when you talk about deflection, you never commented about the BSP netas in Congress, in Rajasthan joining Congress. You didn't comment about the BSP netas who went the other way in Madhya Pradesh and joined the Congress. So आपको deflection एक तरफा ही दिखता है, आपको बाकी लोगों का दिखाई नहीं देता है. And yet again, I am asking because Akshay is back and Akshay jumped up to defend these names. Tell me what notices were served to Ghulam Nabi Azad, to Captain Amrinder Singh, to Milind Deora. Tell me what notices were served. Otherwise, please take your narrative away and sit with it.
Akshay is replying. Okay, Akshay is replying now. Okay, Charu. Akshay Marathe, reply. Thank you very much.
First of all, I want to clarify that the reason I left the show was not because you accusing me of defending Rahul Gandhi, but it was because you were putting words in my mouth. I had not even said a word. I had only raised my fingers asking for time to respond.
Go into it.
And no, Aishwarya, you are interrupting me again.
Very good.
Again, you are interrupting me.
Okay, carry on. Because I want the debate to continue. That's the only reason.
You were putting words in my mouth. That's what the Republic Network and the media has reduced to. You are teaming up with the BJP and accusing the Aam Aadmi Party and opposition of all kinds of things.
Listen,
but you don't have
Akshay
the patience
Marathe,
to
I
listen.
will not allow
you. Don't
you.
Have the patience
if you want to say this, no. If you want to debate,
you don't have the patience
you please
to
do.
listen to an
But if you make
opposition
Charu, hold on. He's commenting on me. Charu, I can answer. I think. Charu, I think I can answer. Please relax. Akshay, Charu, relax.
Sure.
Charu, please relax.
I'm worried about him not answering my questions, Aishwarya.
Can I finish my point?
I'm worried about him not answering my questions.
Relax, everyone. Akshay, you've said what you wanted to say. Thank you.
Can I finish my point?
Can I finish my point? What Charu asked.
Yeah. Okay.
Charu,
I'll tell you.
Please do that. Charu made 5 points. Answer that. Let's debate.
Ajit Pawar, Chhagan Bhujbal, Suvendu Adhikari, Himanta Biswa Sarma, all of these are very big leaders in our country who had enforcement directorate notices against them. Chhagan Bhujbal was in jail for 2 years and now he has become a minister in the Maharashtra government with the BJP. So with what face do you come on television and say who has got ED notices? Who has got ED notices? Are we stupid?
Everyone who doesn't want to stay with your alliance partner.
We don't see what
one by one, Charu. Charu, I stop Akshay also. Charu, don't do this. Charu, don't do this. Charu, people are unable to understand like this. Please don't do this. Charu, please don't do this. It's a request to both of you. Charu, hold on.
Nothing to do with these things. Who is Chhagan Bhujbal? Who is Ajit Pawar? How has Ajit Pawar gotten into the BJP government? How many ED notices did he have? How many ED notices did Himanta Biswa Sarma have? How many ED notices did Suvendu Adhikari have? And with what face are you saying that BJP does not use ED to intimidate opposition? With what face? How do you sleep at night?
Hold on. Give him his time. Okay.
You have made a world
I only want to ask one thing again, Akshay Marathe. Just one thing again. Can I have everyone on air? Charu, I'll come to you. Relax. Akshay, you made your point now. Akshay, have you made your point now? Are you happy now? Thank you. Pankaj Sharma, Akshay Marathe, Vineet Goenka, Charu, and Nikhil. I only want to... Can I just ask you one question, Akshay?
Specific.
Yes, you are right.
Are you asking me a
question?
The
washing machine jibe is back. Listen. You forgot a name. I am giving you a name, bhai. You forgot a name, Akshay. Geeta Koda. You forgot a name, Geeta Koda. Your research team forgot to give you a name. To use the washing machine jibe, you should also add Geeta Koda, Madhu Koda's wife. The man who was the poster boy for corruption, his wife has joined BJP. So that's also a point. But what I'm telling you is this. How do you sleep? How do you sleep?
Respond, Aishwarya. Why are you responding?
When the party is...
BJP respond.
20 seconds, please.
Okay, let Charu. Okay, you want it to a BJP Aam Aadmi Party fight? Okay, Charu, respond. Charu, respond. Then I'm coming to you, Vineet. Hold on. Charu, respond. Okay, Charu, respond. Okay.
So exactly.
Charu. Charu.
Now, Akshay, listen to me. Now, unfortunately, your record is stuck on 4 names. Who's taken away any accusation which was put forward for anyone? Investigative agencies are doing their work, but does that mean you paint everyone in the same black color? You don't seem to have any other vision or sight. Can you tell me what happened with Vikramaditya Singh ji? Why did he resign? What about the other MLAs who wanted to vote not for the Congress, anybody but the Congress? So people want to leave the Congress and join anywhere. But you have nothing to say about that every single time, and your party is a master at this. हमको डरा दिया, ये आपको किस बात का डरा दिया? आपको तो कोर्ट
one by one. Akshay, don't do this.
बेल नहीं दे रही है. You are pointing
Akshay, don't do
fingers at
this.
people all across the country. I asked you bigger names. I asked you about Ghulam Nabi Azad. I asked you about Captain Amrinder Singh.
Okay.
I asked you about Vikramaditya.
Okay.
I asked you about Milind Deora. I'm asking you many names, but you have no answers.
You have no answer about Ajit Pawar, Chhagan
But
Bhujan,
I am asking
Subhendu
Pankaj
Adhikari. What
Sharma.
about
That
them?
Pankaj Sharma. Okay, hold on, both of you. I'll do a one day a BJP aap debate and then you guys can fight. But Akshay, I just wanted to ask you, how do you sleep by realizing that you have allied with the party against whom you came into existence? You can answer that later, but I'm going to Pankaj Sharma. Pankaj Sharma, you see the Aam Aadmi Party is doing what is suiting them. They have defeated the Congress in Delhi and Punjab, and now they're offering you 1 seat here, 2 seat there, 3 seat there, and getting the seats what they want in return in Gujarat. Despite the son and the daughter of late Ahmed Bhai coming out in the open and saying, don't give Bharuch. You had to give it to them. So they are ruling the roost. They are calling the shots. It's okay. It's your alliance, bhai. Who is the third person to comment on your alliance? But as a political analyst, Pankaj Sharma, you feel the Congress party doing this kind of an alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party will be able to go back to the people and say, listen, these are the people who defeated us. But because kyunki desh bachana hai, comment will come, Pankaj ji. I know your counter. I know by now कि Aishwarya Kapoor desh bachana hai. It is not
But
working
Aishwarya,
for
how
you. The
is
desh
BJP
bachana
allowed
point
to
is
go
not
with
working
Ajit
for you.
Pawar?
The people are seeing
How
through
is
it.
BJP allowed to
The
go with
people
Ajit
are seeing
Pawar?
through
How
it.
can BJP go back to people?
Akshay,
What
have
is
you
the
changed your name to
justification?
Pankaj Sharma? Akshay, I'm
What is the
asking.
justification? No, you
Akshay,
are
I'm
not
asking
asking the
Pankaj
BJP
Sharma.
that.
Let him answer.
You are not
You want to
asking
answer
the
on your
BJP the
time. You
same
want to answer on
question.
Pankaj
They
Sharma's
are
time.
making
Please
What
up
don't
is
do
for
it.
the
giving
justification
less
of
seats to
Ajit
Congress
Pawar?
by defending
I will
your
ask, I asked
We
her.
understand, Akshay.
Did I not
did
give
not
you an
ask her.
add-on name
No,
of
no,
Geeta
no.
Koda, which your research team forgot to give you? Did I not give you an
What
add-on
is
name?
the
So calm down, big guy.
justification?
Calm down.
What
Relax.
is the
Pankaj
justification
Sharma.
that
Pankaj
BJP
Sharma.
has to go
Relax.
with Chhagan
You have
Bhujan
such a
and
good
Ajit Pawar?
smile. Smile now. Don't
This
do
is
this.
good
Pankaj
tactics,
Sharma.
Aishwarya.
Pankaj
Don't
Sharma
give
and
them
Vineet
seats.
Goenka.
Just
Thank you very much.
defend them on
Pankaj
TV.
Sharma.
Are you trying to tell Congress they can't even defend themselves on TV?
Pankaj Sharma.
Are you trying to tell Congress they can't even
See,
Oh,
Aishwarya,
Pankaj ji
it is
can
not
do
that-
like how?
it's
Pankaj
not-
ji. Pankaj Sharma. Sir.
It's not that Aam Aadmi Party is calling the shots. In India Alliance, all the political parties are discussing among
Sir, come on.
themselves and then deciding the things. You know, those were different times when Aam Aadmi Party defeated the Congress Party. It is a fact. But these are different times. As you rightly said, कि देश बचाना है. Now the mission is different. Now there are larger questions. Now you
No, I said your
cannot.
I knew that.
No, but it is a fact. It is a fact that unless you get rid of this
हाँ, मुझे
government,
पता है सर.
this government which is misgoverning the country for last 10 years, it has failed on all fronts, economic, social, cultural, political. Then if you want to save the country and India Alliance partners are doing this, why should you object? I mean, it is fine. There are different times, different issues, different missions. So in politics, if you are going together with a holy purpose, this is very good in my opinion.
Sir, in your opinion, but in the opinion of the elected MLAs and the MPs of the Congress party, that doesn't seem to be the case. If you might have noticed in the last 8 to 10 days what has happened from Assam to Himachal, from Karnataka to Jammu Kashmir. Just bringing in your notice, sir, because you said holy cause. Vineet Goenka.
Yeah, I think
Vineet
people of Delhi are asking question to Arvind Kejriwal. One about his alliance with the Congress. Two, what about Yamuna? What about ETC? What about the liquor gate? What about the garbage mounds which are there? And they also have to answer one thing: why are their fellow party men, whether it is Satyendra Jain, whether it is Sishodia, whether it is Sanjay, whether it is Somnathji, whether it is Amanullah Khan, Tahir, all in jail. So Aam Aadmi Party has basically become a jail party, a bail party, and a party which is avoiding ED. Those who took promises or who swore on their own daughters, today they are aligning with Congress. It's a shameful thing. I think probably they have to go and explain many more things.
Your audio is gone, Vineet. Okay. Carry on.
Now, can I
Carry on.
पाठशाला मधुशाला में जिन्होंने घोटाला किया आज वो बड़े कंफर्टेबली ना दूसरों के नाम ले रहे, बताए कि सचिंद्र जैन के बारे में,
सिसोदिया
के बारे में कुछ बताए कि संजय जी के बारे में बताए कि क्यों सोमनाथ भारती जी के केसेस चल रहे, क्या अमानतुल्लाह खान का रोल रहा है, क्या ताहिर हुसैन का रोल रहा है, सिंगला जी का बताए. इट्स अ जेल एंड बेल पार्टी. Akshay Marathi, how can you face your family when you see the party being so many scandals?
Nikhil, Akshay, I'll come to you. Nikhil, okay, Vineet. Nikhil, ending comments. 45 seconds each. Yes, Nikhil.
Ashwara, I think Vineetji needs to understand that today in India, every opposition party has become a jail and bail party, because that is what the BJP does, that they will slap on an ED charge against a person. They've amended the PMLA Act in a manner that makes it almost impossible for somebody to get bail. And basically, jail has now become the rule for people who are opposing the BJP, whether it is the Aam Aadmi Party, Congress, NCP or whatever. And that is the tactic that they're using to poach in so many of the people from other parties that they're poaching. And you've been asking Charu has been asking this question out of Akshay कि गुलाम नबी आजाद को कौन सा ED का notice था. That is not the only thing. ED notices are not the only thing that the BJP has at its disposal. Let's not forget the mounts
Vineet,
of
please.
cash. The mounts of
ending
cash
comments.
that the
I gave you
BJP
time.
has, over 10,000 crore of electoral bond money, which the Supreme Court has now held to be something that is unconstitutional.
Akshay Marathi, niche and then going. Akshay Marathi, okay, Nikhil. Akshay Marathi, ending comments. Akshay Marathi, ending comments. Akshay Marathi, ending comments.
That today every single patriot in this country, every patriot in this country is in jail, and every corrupt person has gone to the BJP. I am proud that my leaders are in jail. If they wanted to, they could have gone to BJP and they could have gotten them washed in the washing machine. And Vineet Goenka would have had to defend Manish Sisodia, Sanjay Singh today. Charu Pragya would have had to defend, saying, "Oh, जांच तो चल रही है Manish Sisodia के खिलाफ." But today he has not joined the BJP. He has shown he's a patriot. He's an honest person, and I am guaranteeing.
It's a breaking news coming in. I'm sorry, Akshay, Charu. In Jharkhand, a train ran over the passengers at Kalajharia railway station in Jamtara. Some deaths have been reported. The exact number of deaths will be confirmed later. Medical teams and ambulances rushed to the spot. Deputy Commissioner of Jamtara is saying it. Our sister channel Republic Bangla has the shots. Republic Network has those live visuals. These might be disturbing visuals. I'm just giving. These are visuals coming in from Jamtara, viewers. An incident has been reported at the Kalajharia railway station, where a train has ran over the passengers at the Kalajharia railway station in Jamtara. Deaths have been reported. The exact number of deaths will be confirmed later. Medical teams are on the spot. Deputy Commissioner of Jamtara, we're trying to get him on record. These are live visuals coming in from Jamtara, from Republic Bangla. Republic Bangla is on the ground, is on the spot. We are getting you these visuals. First, of the incident which has been reported at the Kalajharia railway station, which falls under district of Jamtara in Jharkhand, where a train has reportedly ran over the passengers. Exact details are still coming up, are still coming in. But these are visuals, viewers, which are coming in from Jamtara. Nearly 12 people. That's the information which we are getting in. The national broadcaster, I am quoting the national broadcaster, nearly 12 people have lost their lives in the train accident near Kalajharia halt under Asansol railway division in Jamtara district. According to sources, these people have been, the train has ran over. So these are very gruesome scenes coming in. The national broadcaster is quoting 12 as the figure. 12 as the figure. It's a big incident which has happened in Jamtara. Once again, I repeat, nearly 12 people have lost their lives in a train accident near Kalajharia halt, which falls under the Asansol railway division in Jamtara district. According to sources, these people were on the railway line. What they were doing on the railway line, all of those details are yet to come in. But 12 people have lost their lives. This is the number which has been put out by the national broadcaster. We have our own Republic Bangla team on ground. Republic is on ground. We'll get you the latest from the spot. We are being told that the visuals are very disturbing. So we are giving you that rider from Jamtara. This falls under the Kalajharia halt. I repeat, this train accident has happened near the Kalajharia halt, which falls under the Asansol Railway Division. I repeat, Kalajharia halt is the name of this particular location, which falls under the Asansol Railway Division in Jamtara district in Jharkhand. The people were on, I repeat, the people were on the trail, on the railway track while the train was coming. So very, very disturbing visuals coming in from Jamtara. And the official broadcaster is giving the figure as 12. 12, so very, very clearly. More and more details are expected. Medical teams and ambulances have been rushed to the spot. Republic Bangla is reporting from ground. We will get you the first on-ground report from Jamtara very soon. It's a major, major train accident, viewers, in Jharkhand's Jamtara, which falls in the Asansol area. As far as the railway, as far as the railway sections are divided, it falls under the Asansol section. As far as the Indian Railways is concerned, the people who are said to be around 12 were standing or sitting on the railway track while the train came. So very disturbing visuals coming in from Jharkhand in Jamtara. These are the first visuals which are being brought up to you by Republic Bangla. And there is another breaking news coming in right from Himachal. Vikramaditya Singh. We're going to that breaking, back-to-back breaking. Vikramaditya Singh.
अभी वो जो हमारे ऑब्जर्वर आए हैं डीके कुमार जी, भूपेंद्र हुड्डा जी और भूपेश बघेल जी, सब विधायकों सबसे मिलकर बात कर रहे हैं, राय ले रहे हैं। उसी सिलसिले में सबसे पहले पीसीसी चीफ से मिले, पीसी चीफ की राय ली, विक्रमादित्य सिंह जी से मिले, उनसे भी राय ली और सारी बात ली। और इनको मुख्यमंत्री जी ने कहा है कि हम इनका इस्तीफा स्वीकार नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। इन्होंने हाईकमान ने भी इनसे कहा, उनसे बात हुई, जो हमारे ऑब्जर्वर्स हैं उनसे सबसे बात हुई और इसके बाद अब ये तय किया है कि ये अब अपने इस्तीफे पर दबाव नहीं डालेंगे, प्रेस नहीं करेंगे।
देखिए, there is a difference between taking back the resignation and there is a difference between not pressing for your resignation till the time the dialogue and the action of the observers is not complete. तो मैंने ये कहा है क्योंकि हमने वार्तालाप हमने ऑब्जर्वर्स के साथ करी है और ऑब्जर्वर्स के साथ जो वर्तमान परिस्थितियां बनी हुई है उसके बारे में उनको जानकारी दी है। इसलिए जब तक इसका निर्णय नहीं लिया जाता तब तक मैं अपनी रेजिग्नेशन को प्रेस नहीं करूंगा और फाइनल आउटकम जो है वो आने वाले समय में लिया जाएगा।
क्या एश्योरेंस दी गई?
निश्चित तौर से दे आर लुकिंग इनटू इट and they are talking to all the observers, talking to all the MLA. सबसे बात करेंगे, कंसल्टेशन होगी और उसके बाद जो है वो फाइनल निर्णय लिया जाएगा।
It was an emotional moment for you and for entire state after your press conference. How do you see what is going to happen in days to come after speaking to the observers and the chief minister?
नहीं, निश्चित तौर से इसके ऊपर चर्चा हो रही है और देखेंगे आने वाले समय में क्या होता है।
आपका प्लान ऑफ एक्शन क्या है? You'll be waiting or
नहीं, देखिए ऐसा है कि ये जो सिचुएशन है ये मेरी वजह से तो बनी नहीं है। ये सिचुएशन जो कुछ विधायकों ने जो ये काम किया है उसकी वजह से ये चीज़ हुई है। तो उसके लिए ऑब्जर्वर्स यहाँ पर आए हैं, उसके लिए सबसे बात हो रही है, सब उस बात को सुन भी रहे हैं, सब उस बात को ऑब्जर्वर्स देख भी रहे हैं। जहाँ तक मेरे इस्तीफे की बात है, मैंने अपना इस्तीफ़ा वापस नहीं लिया है। मैंने ये कहा है कि मैं अपने इस्तीफ़े को जब तक ऑब्जर्वर्स की फाइनल आउटकम नहीं आता तब तक मैं उसको प्रेस नहीं करूंगा, उस पर इंसिस्ट नहीं करूंगा।
बस हो गया यार, नहीं प्लीज हो गया।
News: Vikramaditya Singh is not taking, I repeat, right prior to the debate with ordinary viewers, this is big news coming in that Vikramaditya Singh is not taking his resignation back. He countered Rajiv Shukla in that press conference. We'll be back after a very short break, but Vikramaditya Singh is not taking his resignation back. Breaking news on Republic.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
The theme for this year's annual summit of the Republic Media Network is Bharat, the next decade. India is a land of great opportunities. This is the time to grab the opportunities, to catalyze the run-up for the future. The Prime Minister will be delivering the chief keynote. We have confirmations from Home Minister Amit Shah, from Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, and a host of very, very special and distinguished speakers. I really hope you'll join us, and I hope to see you.
भारत माता की, भारत माता की।
Group Captain Prashant Balakrishnan Nair.
Group Captain Ajit Krishnan.
Group Captain Angad Pratap.
Wing Commander Shubhanshu Shukla.
साहसिक साथियों के सम्मान में हम सब स्टैंडिंग ओवेशन दे करके तालियों से उनको सम्मानित करें। भारत माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। हर राष्ट्र की विकास यात्रा में कुछ क्षण ऐसे आते हैं जो वर्तमान के साथ ही आने वाली पीढ़ियों को भी परिभाषित करते हैं। आज भारत के लिए ये ऐसा ही क्षण है। हमारी आज की जनरेशन बहुत सौभाग्यशाली है जिसको जल, थल, नभ और अंतरिक्ष में ऐतिहासिक कामों का यश मिल रहा है।
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the nation's sharpest opinion. Tonight, the wondrous predicament and the eternal muddle of being Rahul Gandhi is my subject tonight. Whatever Rahul Gandhi seems to touch turns to rot. Rahul Gandhi a few weeks ago went to Amethi doing a Rambo act of doing a competitive visit with Smriti Irani, and I want to play the pictures of the scenes there when Rahul was there. Ladies and gentlemen, a sea, an ocean of empty seats. Just look at these pictures. Crores were spent, but nobody came to listen to him. You see the pictures and decide for yourself. After that, the wondrous
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
Group Captain Prashant Balakrishnan Nair.
Group Captain Ajit Krishnan.
Group Captain Angat Pratap.
Wing Commander Shubhanshu Shukla.
Meet the 4 Indian Air Force officers who have been selected for India's first ever human space flight mission, Gaganyaan. The Gaganyaan, literally meaning celestial vehicle, will carry 3 astronauts to an orbit of 400 kilometers on a 3-day mission and bring them back safely to Earth by landing in Indian sea waters. According to official reports, the selected astronauts have been trained in the Astronaut training facility established in Bengaluru. They underwent rigorous physical fitness training, simulator training and flight suit training, etc. The comprehensive program also integrated aeromedical training, periodical flying practice and yoga sessions to ensure holistic astronaut preparation. A recipient of the Sword of Honour at Air Force Academy, Group Captain Prashant Balakrishnan Nair hails from Kerala. Group Captain Nair was commissioned in the Indian Air Force on 19 December 1998 in the fighter stream. Nair has also commanded a premier fighter Sukhoi 30 squadron and has flown a variety of aircrafts including Sukhoi 30 MKI, MiG-21, MiG-29, Hawk, Dornier, AN-32, etc. A flying instructor and a test pilot with approximately 2,900 hours of flying experience, Group Captain Ajit Krishnan hails from Chennai. Krishnan, who has been serving in the Indian Air Force since 2003, is the recipient of President's Gold Medal and Sword of Honour at Air Force Academy. Group Captain Angat Pratap was commissioned on 18 December 2004 in the fighter stream of Indian Air Force. 39-year-old Wing Commander Shubhanshu Shukla is a fighter combat leader commissioned in the IAF on 17 June 2006. Gaganyaan's launch will make India the 4th nation globally to launch a human spaceflight mission after the USA, Russia and China.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the nation's sharpest opinion. Tonight, the wondrous predicament and the eternal muddle of being Rahul Gandhi is my subject tonight. Whatever Rahul Gandhi seems to touch turns to rot. Rahul Gandhi a few weeks ago went to Amethi doing a Rambo act of doing a competitive visit with Smriti Irani, and I want to play the pictures of the scenes there when Rahul was there. Ladies and gentlemen, a sea, an ocean of empty seats. Just look at these pictures. Crores were spent, but nobody came to listen to him. You see the pictures and decide for yourself. After that, the wondrous Rahul Gandhi went to Rai Bareli, for which his mother has conveniently opted out of and gone to the Rajya Sabha. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to play to you the scenes from Rai Bareli, where I was told about 10 crore rupees were spent trying to get people there. Here are the pictures. More people, in my view, would probably show up for a gully cricket match. Ladies and gentlemen, after that, the story continues, and Rahul Gandhi
जो भी कानून संगत है वो हम जवाब दे रहे हैं। अब तो उन्होंने केस कर दिया है, कोर्ट में केस है, उसके नतीजे जो आएंगे उसका इंतजार करना चाहिए ईडी को, कोई भी फ्रेश समन जारी करने की।
Arvind Kejriwal ji, you should definitely get the Nobel Prize for being a bhagoda. Today, from the media, it is learned that the 8th summon has reached you from ED. Once upon a time, you used to say, first istifa, then janch. Now forget istifa, you're not even cooperating in janch. Why? If there's nothing to hide, why don't you go and participate in this? It was you who used to say that I will send all the corrupt people to jail. When there are allegations of corruption, court is not denying them. Court is not quashing the summons. You have not got any relief from court. Manish Sisodia, Sanjay Singh, Vijay Nair have got no relief. In fact, their courts have come down with strict observations against them. Then, how come you are playing the victimhood card? And if this victimhood card is being played, then is Congress victimizing you? Congress itself said that you have done corruption in this. The fact of the matter is that you wanted Bharat Ratna for the so-called Kattar Imandar Manish Sisodia and Sanjay Singh, and you want Nobel Prize. You want Nobel Prize, you should get it for drama, diversion, bhagoda and bhrashtachar. The kind of bhagoda politics you are doing. But this is common to the entire India Alliance. Look at their approach whenever any agency comes for investigation. One CM was hiding for 1-2 days after receiving 10 summons. So today Mr. Kejriwal is in the esteemed company of Lalu Prasad Yadav and Hemant Soren. This is the outlook towards corruption they have now. They are okay with the corruption and they are compromising on issue of corruption. Today the question is only this, that Arvind Kejriwal, why don't you answer the questions on Sharab Ghaotala? Why did you increase the commission? Why did you go to the old policy if the new policy was not a policy of corruption? Why did you give private sector wholesale? Why did you allow blacklisted and manufacturing companies to come in? Instead of answering these questions, the same old victimhood card, drama, diversion and bhag jana. But सवाल का जवाब नहीं दे रहा।
वो चाहते हैं कि हम अपना गठबंधन का हिस्सा ना रहे बार बार। जब ईडी खुद ही कोर्ट गई हुई है तो क्या ईडी को, केंद्र सरकार को कोर्ट पे भरोसा नहीं है?
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9, presented by Amity University, powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka, Century Club Prime and Policy Bazaar.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The Congress is still going through a full-blown crisis for survival and existence in Himachal Pradesh. That's the breaking news now. Vikramaditya Singh, a top minister and a former Chief Minister Veerbhadra Singh's son, has begun negotiations with some observers sent by Rahul Gandhi. Meanwhile, several Congress legislators have been flown out in helicopters to a hotel in Panchkula in Haryana. Now, the Congress may or may not survive this. Frankly, you cannot say for now. But ladies and gentlemen, just look at the bigger picture. Look at the condition of the Congress party. They only have 3 state governments, namely Karnataka, Telangana and Himachal Pradesh. And they are almost about to lose one of them. What does this tell you? This tells you that the party has no focused leadership. Secondly, please note that Vikramaditya Singh is a young man in his 30s. And please note that the problem is with young and younger Congress leaders. Young and younger Congress leaders who've been in the party like Jyotiraditya Scindia, out. Milind Deora, out. Himanta Biswa Sarma, out. Jitin Prasad, out. Hundreds of young leaders are out of the Congress party. And the Congress party, the CWC, is now a gerontocracy. Why are young people leaving the Congress? Why are young leaders out of the Congress and doing so well outside? Well, in my view, all these younger leaders and others like them represent the growing frustration of younger leaders, especially all those who are younger to Rahul Gandhi, at the insecurity of Rahul Gandhi with anybody else who is younger than him and better than him, with any other young face in the Congress party who has some kind of a public following of their own, who are popular on their own, who don't need the patronage of the Gandhi family. These are the people who are eventually chased out, humiliated, insulted and thrown out of the Congress party and replaced by people like K.C. Venugopal, Jairam Ramesh and Randeep Surjewala. Ladies and gentlemen, people like the 3 of them who have no real following of their own, no mass base. The Congress party today is therefore a party in permanent chaos. Viewers, elections are upon us. You have to choose. You have to decide what you want in this country. What kind of government do you want? Polling can start in 6 weeks. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, elections are actually that close. You could have the first round of voting in 6 weeks from now in some part of India. And as of tonight, the Congress party has no direction, it has no campaign, it has no clear approach on how to fight this election. So Himachal Pradesh is a symptom. The disease that the Congress party is suffering from is, however, more than that. It is terminal. As long as the Vadra Gandhi family is handling the Congress party, the problem of the Congress party is a party in terminal decline, irretrievable. Ladies and gentlemen, debate number 1 tonight. Why I believe that Himachal is a symptom of a larger malaise, a bigger problem. And it's too late now for the Congress party to do anything. Debate number 2 this evening, the controversy over Patanjali. They're trying to brave it out, but the fact is that the Supreme Court has banned all advertising of Patanjali and said that they've been misleading in their advertisements. What is misleading? Are they misleading? Is Baba Ramdev, are his advertisements misleading? That's a huge controversy over Patanjali. And debate number 3 tonight. There are serious allegations now that Mamata Banerjee has been giving shelter to the mafia don Shah Jahan. The court has pulled up the Mamata government once again for not arresting Shah Jahan. The tragedy of Mamata Banerjee's support for a mafia don. That's debate number 3, and here are the headlines this Wednesday evening on the debate tonight.
तो मैंने ये कहा है क्योंकि हमने वार्तालाप हमने ऑब्जर्वर्स के साथ करी है, जब तक इसका निर्णय नहीं लिया जाता तब तक मैं अपनी रेजिग्नेशन को प्रेस नहीं करूंगा।
Sukhu-led Congress government left hanging by a thread. It's a mega rebellion after the loss in the Rajya Sabha elections. 48 hours on, disgruntled MLA shuttle between as Himachal and Haryana as resort politics continues to rage on. Hectic parleys in Himachal Pradesh as top brass from the Congress party rushes troubleshooters led by DK Shivkumar to Shimla as a last-ditch effort. Supreme Court issues serious contempt notice to Patanjali, Baba Ramdev's Patanjali over alleged misleading advertisements. Calcutta High Court pulls up the Mamata government, asks why Mafia Don Shahjahan is not behind bars as yet. And after days and days of the tug of war, PMLN formally nominates Shehbaz Sharif as Pakistan's new Prime Minister. And ladies and gentlemen, Himachal has turned into a political hot potato. Twist after twist after twist, there is no end to the rebellion in the Congress party. Vikramaditya Singh has refused to withdraw his resignation. He is negotiating amid several attempts to assuage him. Is the Congress set to lose Himachal? Here are the developments of today, the hot developments, and then we debate.
After a 14-month-long wait, the rebellion is red hot in Himachal. The discontent has re-emerged once again. Son of Veerbhadra Singh, Vikramaditya Singh has resigned as minister, accusing the Sukhu government of disrespecting his father's legacy.
6 बार जो हिमाचल प्रदेश का मुख्यमंत्री रहा, 6 बार जिसने ये सरकार बनाई, जिसकी वजह से ये सरकार बनी प्रदेश के अंदर, उसकी मूर्ति लगाने के लिए 2 गज जमीन इनको माल रोड के ऊपर नहीं मिली. This is what respect this government has shown to my late father.
With trouble brewing within Congress in Himachal, Chief Minister Sukhu is on a mission to resolve the crisis.
देखिए, विक्रमादित्य का इस्तीफा स्वीकार करने का कोई औचित्य ही नहीं है, इसलिए आप ये कहना कि विक्रमादित्य जी ने का इस्तीफा स्वीकार कर लिया गया है, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है. उनका स्पीकर कोई औचित्य नहीं. उनसे जो बात मेरी अभी थोड़ी देर हुई थी जब हमारा बजट के वो चल रहा था, लेकिन उतने में स्पीकर साहब आ गए तो उनसे मेरी बात, उनकी कुछ नाराजगी है, उसको हम दूर करेंगे.
Vikramaditya Singh, leading the rebel Congress MLAs, is unrelenting.
तो मैंने ये कहा है क्योंकि हमने वार्तालाप हमने ऑब्जर्वर्स के साथ करी है, जब तक इसका निर्णय नहीं लिया जाता तब तक मैं अपनी रेजिग्नेशन को प्रेस नहीं करूंगा.
This even as 6 Congress rebel MLAs and 3 independent are holding up in Panchkula. High Command has rushed troubleshooters DK Shivkumar and Bhupinder Singh Hooda to resolve this mutiny.
No Congress party have just issued a direction that I should be there. See, I don't know why BJP is such a big hurry. After all, there are 2-3 states. And any government should have a strong opposition. It is not right, and the democratic values, if such type of horse trading, someday it may boomerang. I'm just going there. A team is going there.
Senior leader Jairam Ramesh has sounded SOS for Congress.
क्रॉस वोटिंग से भाग नहीं रहे हैं. ये क्यों हुआ है, कैसे हुआ है, ये हमारे ऑब्जर्वर रिपोर्ट में उसकी चर्चा करेंगे. पर अभी हमारी प्राथमिकता हमारी कांग्रेस सरकार को बचाना है.
Amid the brewing chaos in Congress, budget was passed in Assembly today.
15 विधायक आज, जिसमें मैं भी शामिल हूं, को सस्पेंड किया गया और विदाउट एनी रीजन। जो रूल्स हैं उसके परिधि में कोई इस तरह का विषय आता ही नहीं है उसमें, लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी हमारा सस्पेंशन किया गया ताकि कांग्रेस की सरकार बचाई जा सके। और हमारी सस्पेंशन के बाद बजट तुमने पास किया।
Can Sukhu survive this well-timed strike? Let's debate.
And first I have with me Bharatiya Janata Party MP Harsh Mahajan. Mr. Mahajan is a very interesting political figure. He was with the Congress, went to the BJP, and he has got elected and Abhishek Manu Singhvi has lost the election. So it is the election of Harsh Mahajan which has really started this whole event, this whole controversy in Himachal Pradesh. Mr. Mahajan, my first question to you is, of course, congratulations. Did you expect, क्या आपको लगा था कि, did you expect कि with this election the government will almost fall? Was this part of the planning of BJP?
Actually, this was not a kind of a planning. This was the discontent in Congress itself. When I was nominated as a candidate from the Bharatiya Janata Party, from that day I started working, and as a voter I met all the MLAs, and I found that although I knew them from before, I've been in politics for a long time, and they were very outcoming with their thoughts, and they were so much disgruntled. They were so much, and they thanked me that at least Bharatiya Janata Party has put up a fight, and then we can show our resentment, or we are absolutely discontented. You see, Arnab ji, MLA has to go back to the people to get elected again. But this Sukhu government has totally failed in Himachal Pradesh. वो हमारे MLA की, जो इनके MLAs थे, उनकी जलील करते हैं उनको they shame them literally in their own constituencies, and no work is being done. So there is large scale discontentment in the Congress party, and as usual Congress के बीच में जितने गुट हैं, from one group to the other group, the third party, everyone wants to become the CM, and so everybody's indecisive and indecisiveness has caused this rift in the Congress party, and this government is going to fall. I can assure you that there are at least another 10 MLAs who are in touch with us.
That the government is going to fall because are you sure the government will fall? Because DK Shivakumar has come, Mr. Huda has come, Congress leadership has sent them to talk to Vikramaditya Singh, and Vikramaditya Singh said some time back that I have not taken back my resignation, but I am talking to them. So do you believe that, which way will Vikramaditya Singh go? You know the family, you know him personally, you know his mother, you worked very closely with them. Do you think he will go back to the Congress?
I know. You see,
do you think
the way his father was demeaned after his
maybe
death,
they'll make him.
I don't think so. After making such allegations and after being shamed by the Congress in such a way and not listening to their complaints or their point of views, Congress is I've been in the Congress for 40 years. I switched over 3 years back. But the way Congress is going, this is a pattern.
Yes.
Nobody knows who's the leader, who to talk to. Whether it's Priyanka, whether it's Rahul, whether it's Khadke, whether it's K.C. Venugopal, whether it's Sonia Gandhi. Somebody says, somebody is giving some other orders, then the counter order comes. Ab gutto mein batki hai Congress. There are at least 3 to 4 people who want to become the CM. So we are waiting just for the outcome. And the way the speaker has dealt this whole episode, this is just a delay tactics. इसको सस्पेंड कर दो, इसको एक्सपेल कर दो, तो कितने दिन चला लेंगे ये पार्टी को? तो ये
Two questions, Mr. Mahajan. Two questions I have for you, Mr. Mahajan.
Yes.
Mr. Mahajan, if I may follow up with two questions to you, please. Firstly, you are very confident that the government will fall.
Yeah, please.
You're very. That means you're.
Yes.
Do you have the numbers? You think you have the numbers?
Yes,
and
absolutely.
What is the halfway mark? How many MLAs do you think BJP has support of now?
Well, now you see already 6 MLAs have come openly. 3 independents, they are with the BJP now, and we are in touch with at least 10 people more. It's just we want to see what is the developments. What can DK Shiv Kumar do? What can Huda ji do? There is so much infighting within the Congress. इसी को BJP exploit कर रही है, gain करेगी. BJP is the natural process of democracy. I don't know why there is so much. There is no Operation Lotus or there is no this or that. This is their only their open MLAs are speaking openly against their chief minister. Vikramaditya ji has today gone to the press with what humiliating deal they dealt with his family.
Yes. He cried.
So
in
this,
fact,
I think,
he was crying. He was emotional. He was emotional. He cried. He spoke about how his family had been insulted. Which takes me to my next question. आपने कहा थोड़ी देर पहले महाजन जी कि जिस तरह से कांग्रेस की जो आला कमान है वो किस तरह से जलील करती है लोगों को. ये जलील means you are saying that they are being humiliated.
लोगों को.
That they are being insulted.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on this? Why do you feel this way? जलील करना का क्या मतलब?
I'll tell you. You see, एक तो डेमोक्रेटिक राइट इस पार्टी में कुछ नहीं रह गया. देर कोई चुनाव नहीं होता, कुछ नहीं होता. इट्स ऑल रिग्ड. एंड व्हाट इज द अभी इन्होंने प्रेसिडेंट बनाया है मिस्टर खड़के. ही कांट टेक एनी डिसीजन. वो तो सारा राहुल जी से पूछते हैं, प्रियंका जी से पूछते हैं, सोनिया जी से पूछते हैं, या केसी वेणुगोपाल से पूछते हैं. व्हाट इज द एंटिटी इन द कांग्रेस? इसी तरह पूरे देश में कांग्रेस डिसमेंटल हो रही है. इस प्रदेशों में जिसमें रह गई है डिसमेंटल हो रही है. ऑल द राइट थिंकिंग पीपल, whether it is Manish Tiwari, whether it is Pratap Bajwa, whether it is anybody you name it in the south, want to come and join Modi ji, because Modi ji is now not only a national figure, he is an international figure, and he's shown his guts. He's shown how this country works, how this country needs to go ahead. And with the completion of the Ram temple, I think the nail has been put in their coffin. And Congress is going to, this is the beginning of the end of the Congress party.
How many days do you expect the government to fall?
I think the speaker is, as all speakers do, these suspended or BJP MLAs, he suspended some Congress MLAs, he is disqualified with, without any reason. So I don't know whether it's the need of the hour to change the constitution itself on this matter. When if the MLAs are feeling suffocated and they are feeling discontent, I mean, what is the chitya for them to be there at all? After all, they have to go back to the voter. They are not going to win again. So this is, I think, a matter of days.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Mr. Mahajan, we are tracking this very closely. You're predicting a fall of the government. The situation is, of course, still, we have to watch out what happens next 24 hours. I began by saying that it's shocking that out of only 3 governments, Congress is about to lose one of them. This tells you the state of affairs in the Congress party today. Mr. Mahajan, congratulations again. And history will remember you as the person whose election started this sequence of events in Himachal Pradesh. Thank you very much. Harsh Mahajan, thank you so much. And I have with me today Ramesh Sabarwal, senior Congress leader, Siddharth Sharma of the Aam Aadmi Party and Kapil Madan, who backs the Congress, along with Saurabh Shukla, Editor-in-Chief of News Mobile, and Shazia Elmi. Mr. Sabharwal, I want to start with you. It's a terrible state of affairs. Terrible state of affairs. And he's not the first person to say this. And what is important, I think Shazia will take it up from there, is that why should the BJP not take advantage of whatever mistakes the Congress is making, the way it's humiliating its leaders? Any party would take advantage. If this was happening in BJP, you would take advantage. But why is it happening in the Congress? So just be a little free and frank today. Your party is dying. If you don't speak up today, I don't know when you will.
Don't worry about it. I was listening to Mr. Harsh Mahajan.
Yeah.
He is senior leader of the Congress. He was a senior leader, then me also in the Congress party. He has given his youth to the party.
Yes.
His father was a speaker. His father was a cabinet minister. He was himself was a youth Congress president of the state. And Sukhu is very junior to him, to be very frank. The problem is that we did a mistake by sending an outsider. We should not have sent. It's an introspection for us.
Outsider being?
Not the local candidate. Harsh Mahajan was a local candidate. From the BJP has done a right thing, you know, because they were aware that there is the people are not satisfied with the functioning of the present chief minister. So they exploited the situation.
So why are these mistakes happening?
So that's why we have sent.
So then
Mr.
my point is
my party president has sent Mr. Hooda and Mr. Shiv Kumar and Mr. Bhupesh Paghel. All these senior people have gone.
I want to take you up from there before you move on. Shazia, I want to bring you in. There's a very important statement that has been made by Mr. Sabharwal. He says that we made a mistake. And our mistake was that we put up a person who's an outsider, namely Abhishek Manu Singhvi, as the candidate. This is what you're saying on the Republic TV channel. But after this program ends, you will go out and you will say that this is happening because Narendra Modi's government has put ED and CBI behind our leaders. No, see, the point is, one minute. No, you are saying here today, everybody please watch this.
Yeah.
Candidly, Ramesh Sabharwal is saying, गलतियां हमसे हो रही है.
तो किडनैप कर रहे हैं.
बाहर जाके बोलेंगे किडनैप हो गए, ED आ गए,
किडनैप हुए, हरियाणा पुलिस कहां से आ गई?
No, what is this? No, sir. Sir, please, what do you mean, sir? Sir, you made a mistake and you put up this ED, CBI bogey before the people. You decide. Okay, let Shazia respond to you.
Why the situation?
Let Shazia respond to you, sir. Let Shazia take this forward. Shazia.
So, I heard Ramesh ji, and his was a voice of sanity, sobriety, sagacity. But what happens to it? You know, what happens to this voice? And I'm sure many congressmen have it when it comes to real decisions, when it comes to fielding candidates even for Rajya Sabha. I mean, everybody's talking about it now, but surely, I mean, veterans like Harsh Mahajan ji, who said that he has been in the party for 40 years. There are similar old timers. Now, of course, he's in BJP and he's won the election fair and square, as we all saw, even by draw of lots later, after the 34-34 tiebreaker happened. But let's look at this seriously. Now, all this is retrospect. Why couldn't they think of fielding Sonia ji from there and the other way around? But going beyond that, there's something very important in what Harshji said. And Harsh Mahajan ji said, I know the party inside out. We don't know who to go to. The center cannot hold. You don't know who to go. You don't know who's leading the party. It is crumbling. He used the word dismantling. Please listen to older congressmen, people who've left. There is a reason why they're saying what they're seeing. So I do not just to call all of them opportunists and keep blaming the BJP ad nauseum. Ad nauseum abusing BJP, talking about ED and CBI, making that the only reason why people would want to go is just not fair. You saw it fair and square, what happened? No, I think the writing is on the wall. It's just that I don't know what has happened to this grand old party. Why can't they call out Rahul Gandhi and say, no, he is not fit to be a leader? There's an expiry shelf, you know, to any kind of leadership, to any political khandan. And the expiry date is gone beyond, you know, far beyond its date. So I really think there's got to be a reset. I'm nobody to advise this, but as people who are watching, also as observers, I'm a spokesperson of the party. But I just hear these stories day after day. So you heard what Milind Deora had to say. You hear what Rita Bahuguna had to say. You heard what Hemanta Biswa Sarma had to say. You hear what Jyotiraditya Scindia had to say. You hear what RPN Singh had to say. You hear what Jiten Prasad had to say. So I don't know. I mean, and okay, you can call it opportunism, and that's also fair. They're looking for greener pastures.
The one thing which is very common.
But in Congress, it's a majority.
The one thing which is very common, and I am pretty sure. No, the one thing which is very common, and you know, Saurabh, it is not a story that can be made up, is the behavior of the Gandhi Vadra family. 1 minute, sir, let me complete. Sir, don't do this balancing act here.
Yes.
Everybody who leaves says, humko zaleel kiya.
The Maharaja syndrome. The Maharaja syndrome.
A dog is given biscuits from a plate and the same plate is offered to us when the dog does not have it. Recently, it was captured on camera also. And no, it is zaleel kiya jata hai, humiliated. किस तरह से बात की जाती है, हमको insult किया जाता है. Saurabh.
Arrogance. Yeah, the arrogance of the Gandhi family, the Maharaja syndrome, the fact that there is so much of discontent that you speak to these leaders that they have been humiliated. You spoke about Hemanta. He was not given for months an appointment to meet Rahul Gandhi. You spoke about Jyotiraditya Scindia, Milind Deora. All of these were bright sparks of the Congress. They were humiliated. Imagine a party which did not recognize the legacy of one of its own Prime Minister, P.V. Narasimha Rao, which the present BJP government did. So imagine the pettiness of the party leadership in the Congress, that they completely forgot their own leaders. They've got sycophants running the party. You speak to any of the leaders there, there are nobodies who are made to sit around Rahul Gandhi. The cabal is running it. And that's the reason why the people of the country don't see any alternative. They see an alternative in Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the BJP, which is providing a stable and a strong government. And why is this discontent happening? Because as Mr. Mahajan was rightly saying, that the MLAs feel, really upset at the treatment that they are being meted out at. The legacy of Veerbhadra Singh.
No, Saurabh.
Yeah.
So,
again they have been taken to Haryana. Again they went to Haryana with Haryana police. They came with Haryana police. They came with Central Parliamentary Force by the CRPF.
Leader. I have known your working. You have been a grassroots leader. Even people like you, I don't need to say it. People like you have been given a raw deal within your own party.
I'm sorry, but I will have to. Where is the gentleman sitting next to me? One minute. Sir, let me tell you one thing. Are you not senior to many of these people here, like Sukhu and the others? Are you not senior to Venugopal? Have you not fought elections? Have you not been elected? Were you not a senior member of the Youth Congress at one point of time? Have you not have more than 35 years of experience? And let me ask you directly, sir, where are you? I mean, a person like you should be in the Congress Working Committee. A person like you should be fighting a Lok Sabha election. Your party has not even put up a candidate in New Delhi. And please don't think Aam Aadmi Party is your friend. Don't think that Siddharth Sharma is our friend. He's not your friend, he's your enemy. Because when you are becoming a regional party, he's happy. Look at the smile on his face now. It's becoming bigger and bigger. Just look at him. It's becoming bigger and bigger because he knows. He knows the long-term strategy is Congress becomes a regional party. Sir, out you're a politician in 6 states, UP, MP, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Goa, Punjab, finished. In Telangana, you are not far from having a high vote share than the ruling Congress. The opposition's vote share is bigger than yours. In Karnataka, the BJP and JDS alliance is getting ready to dent you in the Lok Sabha elections. This is your worst era. You have never been in a situation where you are only there in 3 states. Sir, please understand, and Aam Aadmi Party is very happy. Soon they will have more state governments than you. I'm telling you, they are slowly going to have... In a couple of years, they will be running more state governments than you, sir.
Sir, I can assure
Sir,
you that...
please, no, you assure him.
I can assure you that
Am I wrong?
Himachal government will not fall.
Where is the ED in
Himachal government will not fall.
I ask, what,
ED was not there.
where is the ED in
ED
Himachal?
was not
Where
there.
is the CBI?
Haryana police was
Where
there.
is the NIA?
CRPF
Which
was there.
investigating agency?
Haryana
Who
police
has
was
filed
there.
the cases?
CRPF
Who?
was there.
Who? CRPF? You're saying the CRPF brought down the government? You got mad, sir, what are you saying?
Government will not
The
go.
CRPF?
Government will not go.
Next you say the
Government will never
CISF,
fall.
BSF, Indian Army? Sir, my point is not that. Sir, you cannot blame, the problem is within 1 minute. Okay, tell me one thing, question to you. Siddharth, you say everything that is happening, governments are falling, we are breaking because of ED and CBI. Now you tell me, Siddharth, where is the ED and CBI angle in Himachal?
Well, Arnab, you told me I was smiling. I was smiling because in politics, there are no enemies. This is BJP's vocabulary. In politics, as in sports, there are opponents. And obviously, every player would want to have a match of his own. But you were very right when you said that this entire...
Sir, when the Congress goes missing from the Hindi heartland, you want to replace them.
Let me come back to what I was trying to say. Let us not digress. You said very rightly that this entire wheel started spinning once because of the Rajya Sabha cross voting that happened. Now, Arnab, there is a victory and then there is something called as a Pyrrhic victory. Victory is celebrated, but a Pyrrhic victory is something to be ashamed of. Is this the same BJP of Chal Charitra Chehra of Atal Bihari Vajpayee, which resigned with only a single vote short? Or is this the BJP of Douglas Jardine when it knew it can't beat Bradman to resort to bodyline bowling? Chandigarh a week ago and Himachal yesterday proves that BJP is nowhere near 270 that it bluffs about. This is a modus operandi of a nervous BJP which is unsure of even 270 seats. MS Dhoni never steals singles. He never stole singles because he could hit sixes. Only tail-end batsmen edge and scoot to the other side. If you see, I'll come to the numbers part here. Right from Bihar to in a J shape, if you imagine the map of India and in a J shape, if you imagine from Bihar to Kerala, there are 220 seats and BJP has only 50 seats as of now. Now, how much it can add to those 50 seats, it's a matter of huge question because Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, Telangana, Odisha, Kerala, these places. I'm not speaking about places like Karnataka or Gujarat or Uttar Pradesh where BJP is already strong. So rest of the 320 seats is BJP saying that it is going to sweep to get 300 seats. How come BJP is going to reach 370?
Siddharth, I'll tell you your strategy here. I'll tell you your game. I'll tell you your game.
Enlighten me. Enlighten me. I don't know.
I'll tell you.
Enlighten me with a strategy.
I'll tell you your game. No, I'll tell you your game. If you are quiet, I'll tell you your game.
So much gyan.
Your game. Your game. No. So, Shahji, I'll just take 10 seconds. His game is to tell the Congress, you are doing very well. It's the BJP that is doing badly. You are actually doing very well. Don't believe Arnab. Don't believe Saurabh. You are doing fantastic. Because you want them to do worse. You want to give them this kind of political opium. You want them to hallucinate. Because you want them to break. Because you know, and you are such a carnivore. You are such a carnivore. You are such a carnivore that when you will feast on the corpse of the Congress party in Himachal.
Sir, I am a Sharma.
You will feast on the corpse of the Congress party. You are a carnivore, sir.
Arnab, I am a Sharma.
That is different, sir, metaphorically. But I am saying to you.
I just want to
say.
Sir,
you want the... Okay, tell me one state in the Hindi heartland where the Congress has not done badly and you have not entered. You have even negotiated seats with them in Gujarat. You are very happy when you get Bharuch. You think Saurabh, the Aam Aadmi Party is not smart? You know two things the Aam Aadmi Party has done. They have made the Congress Party get out of the New Delhi constituency. Symbolic. Which means they will make Sonia Gandhi vote for Aam Aadmi Party in New Delhi. Kapil Madan will vote for Aam Aadmi Party in New Delhi.
Even the Prime Minister will have to vote for
They want Congress out of New Delhi. You will vote for Aam Aadmi Party in New Delhi. You will vote for the Aam Aadmi Party in New Delhi. I'm telling you that these Aam Aadmi Party people are going to finish you. I'm telling you, my point is more than the BJP, the app will finish you. Yes,
I
Saurabh
don't
bolo.
say even the
Saurabh
Prime Minister will
bolo.
have
Second
to vote
point.
for Aam Aadmi
Second point
Party
I want to make,
because BJP
Saurabh.
doesn't have a candidate in New Delhi as of today.
That is, no, 1 minute, yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, don't treat it. One minute.
He was not a voter.
One. Yeah. One. Saurabh is saying something. After that, Kapil, you come in.
After that, just give me a minute. Imagine the plight of
I need to come in.
booth worker of the Congress party in the New Delhi constituency, which Mr. Ramesh Sabharwal is also associated. They will be forced to work for an Aam Aadmi Party candidate. Imagine the plight of a congressman who has worked for many years. What will the alternative? Absolutely.
Ramesh Sabharwal will be campaigning for Aam Aadmi Party.
I can tell you.
Now, can I?
You can
just
as a political
respond to
analyst,
my-
I can tell you, they will go and vote for the BJP. They will say that we have a better alternative in a party which is giving us a stable
No, they are very dangerous for you.
Can my friend here?
You've not even given an alternative by not fielding a candidate in a prestigious constituency
my friend here,
like New Delhi.
I think there cannot be a.
There cannot be Aam Aadmi Party has done a very smart negotiation, smart job. They know that you are
very smart move.
Can I just come in?
And also my second point, Kapil. My second point. Viewers, here's my 2 bits and 2 points, and then I'll be quiet. Kapil, let me complete my point. I'm in a little bit of flow. People are loving my analysis. People are saying, "Arnav, well done. Chalte raho." मैं एक point बोल के चुप हो जाऊंगा, Kapil. You are, इसको कहते हैं Kapil, rubbing it in. चलो, Congress is doing badly, but do you have to make Sonia Gandhi vote? Rahul Gandhi vote for Aam Aadmi Party in New Delhi? Second point. Do you think, Kapil, 1 minute. Do you think it's accidental that Aam Aadmi Party has said we want Ahmed Patel's constituency of Bharuch in Gujarat? Zabardasti liya hai. उनको भरूच ही क्यों चाहिए?
Now,
because it is Ahmed Patel's constituency. You don't understand the Aam Aadmi Party's game.
Arnav, allow me to make my point now. My good friend here was talking about the contradiction, who happens to be and who was acting as a cheerleader of the BJP. But I will just ask a question here. What will be the state of affairs and what will be the emotions of, people in Maharashtra who has campaigned for BJP and now BJP has joined hands with Ajit Pawar's party? Same party,
can reply to that.
The Honorable Prime Minister himself was calling the party as corrupt party. Devendra Fadnavis was heard, calling them, everyone knew those, theatrics when he was, doing that, chakki piecing, and you go to those same people and you take them to your own fold. Now, what happened to Ashok Chavan? Imagine people who are fighting in Maharashtra BJP. Now, imagine you have an ex-chief minister against whom you have recently published that, he was an accused of a corruption case. You have him in his own fold. Now, what kind can you have more bigger and a more, grander face of contradiction?
So first of all,
Shazia should reply to that.
Now, let me
Shazia should reply to that.
First of all, I will reply to that.
You made a good point. Let her reply.
I can predict your
Let her reply.
BJP has been, opposing PDP.
So, Kapil, thank you so much. Kapil, thank you so much for making the most original points that have been made ever.
And they formed a government in jail. What happens to their ideology there?
So, no. Those are the most original and profound comments that you made. Now let me come in. Here in Maharashtra, there is a pre-poll alliance as opposed to what Congress did, tying up with Shiv Sena. When Shiv Sena and BJP were in that pre-poll alliance, in fact, the longest allies have been. Do you have any answer to that, Kapil? They're going to people fair and square, asking for as a pre-poll decided alliance as opposed to what your party did with Shiv Sena and how you broke away and tore it off only to ensure that Uddhav Thackeray becomes the... So this is very different from that, and you have nothing to say about Aam Aadmi Party. I have lots to say.
No, I will respond.
Now, look at this. In Punjab, you're fighting like cats and dogs. No, I'm not done yet. 2 points. No, you can respond. Let me finish. I'm not done. So my good friend from Aam Aadmi Party was talking about which party it is, this BJP of Atal Bihari Vajpayee's time and now. Which Aam Aadmi Party, in which version are you talking about? The same Aam Aadmi Party that arose out of an Anna Hazare Andolan based on the corruption of Congress Party? which swore never to indulge in corruption, which swore never to take bungalows and cars and what have you. Now imagine the temerity of the Siddharth. You know, you are fighting it out with Congress, and few kilometers away here in Delhi, you're together. So, I mean, what are you telling your own cadres and your own voters? There you fight it out because it suits you, and here you become one. Imagine you've lost all credibility. One because of Aam Aadmi Party.
We have to save the democracy. Hitler se bachana hai desh ko.
No, corruption. Congress corruption.
Can I respond?
And now Siddharth, no, because you've been found out. Nobody will believe you. Your cadres and your voters will not believe you.
Undeclared emergency.
Shazi has been caustic enough. Can I respond
this is opportunism. This is opportunism and hoodwinking. You hoodwinking. You hoodwinking
Arnab,
people
can I respond for 10 seconds
and
after
finally
Shazia speaks?
With this alliance.
Can I respond, Arnab, for 10 seconds?
Shazia's
caustic comments.
Yes, you can say that.
Okay.
With what
I'll
face
tell you
will you go?
how.
With what face will you go,
I'll tell you how BJP, how alliances work. BJP had an alliance with Mehbooba Mufti in Kashmir. That was okay.
Can you imagine?
BJP was in alliance with the Communist Party of India during Mr. Morarji Desai's time.
Anna Hazare Andolan, Ram Leela Maidan, and you will be talking
Team India fan only wants
what a
his
picture.
Team India to
Lalu
win.
Prasad
For him,
Yadav,
it doesn't matter whether it is Sarfaraz
and
Ahmed
Kejriwal
playing
together.
or Mr.
Fantastic.
Virat Kohli playing.
Rahul Gandhi
He just
and
wants
you
his
together.
Team India to win.
Fantastic.
It is as simple as that. Now, as far as New Delhi constituency is concerned,
दिल्ली की जनता ये भी देख ले.
even the honorable
दिल्ली की
Prime
जनता ये भी
Minister
देख
from
ले.
Lok Kalyan Mahal is going to vote for Aam Aadmi
Let
Party
Delhi
for the simple
citizens
reason
witness
that
this.
BJP hasn't yet
Let
had
them
a candidate
witness
there.
this.
So as of today, Aam Aadmi Party is winning
Amazing. What a turnaround of Anna Hazare Andolan.
Even the Prime Minister of India from Lok Kalyan Mahal is going to vote for Aam Aadmi Party
Every
candidate.
cabinet member. Yes, Saurabh, wonderful. Good show. Good show. Well done, Saurabh. Aam Aadmi Party, well done. Cheers. Cheers is appropriate. Fantastic. Tell the voters of Punjab that. Tell the voters of Delhi that. Go. Good luck with that.
Those who can't have a very good debate, they're going to innuendo.
Either the Congress party is
as simple as that. I think I made my point.
Delhi is seen.
No, I think Siddharth,
Yeah.
I think Kejriwal follows the agenda of keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. And I'll explain to you why. Please don't mind, Ramesh ji. They consider you their enemy. And they are very happy at whatever you are going through.
We are one now.
No, you are one now. Okay. So tell me one thing. I have a series of rapid fire questions to which Siddharth can answer yes or no. You see his body language. And you just watch him. Just watch his body language. See how good or bad he is.
Does every question have a yes or no answer, Arnab? Does every question have an yes or no answer?
Now you become the philosopher.
I've just given you one. Yes. Now my question is, I'll ask only 3 questions today. Are you really sad that the Congress party has disappeared from the Hindi heartland? Are you really sad that the Congress party has disappeared from the Hindi heartland? Yes or no?
I'm very happy that the BJP has disappeared from Delhi with only 8 MLAs as of today. So wherever Aam Aadmi Party comes, it comes with a new agenda, irrespective of it is like Virat Kohli walking into a team. It doesn't matter who he replaces, but he adds value to the team. Team India starts winning. That is what the game is.
Itna ghuma fira ke sawal. He's so happy that you are disappeared from the Hindi heartland. He could have said,
Nobody can disappear.
Obviously, BJP got disappeared from Delhi.
Tell me one.
BJP has got disappeared from Delhi. That's the truth.
Operation Jhadu.
They have gobbled them up. Aam Aadmi Party is gobbling Congress away. It's a Congress gobbler.
Exactly. We have gobbled up BJP in Delhi. That's what we have done. From 30 seats, BJP is down to 8 seats now.
Are you really sad?
Listen, my dear friend,
are you
there's
really
7 out of
sad or
7
happy?
seats.
You choose sad or
Again,
happy
you
one.
deluded.
Are you sad or happy that the Congress is about to lose its government in Himachal Pradesh? Because if the Congress government falls, the Aam Aadmi Party gets an entry. Last time you could not get an entry. The only way for AAP to get an entry in Himachal is for the Congress to break. So are you happy or sad that the Congress is disintegrating in Himachal?
I'm extremely happy that the BJP is disintegrating in India and it is not going to reach 270 as of today.
Don't say. You know, there's a song in Hindi. मैं रोऊं या हंसूं, करूं मैं क्या करूं. That's the halat of Congress.
I'm extremely happy that the BJP has had to resort to Chandigarh type of politics to prove to the Indian people that they are not even capable of reaching 37 seats. Forget about
every time Saurabh, आपने एक बात notice की. Saurabh, did you notice that he tried to keep a straight face? He tried to keep a straight face, but he ended up beaming. Every time I told him how bad the Congress is doing, Siddharth's really beaming. He's showing all his, shiny white teeth out there. He's so happy.
Delhi, the BJP will come zero. Then they will realize.
Saurabh, dream has been to occupy the pole position when it comes to the opposition arena. They realize that by pushing Congress to the wall, by making sure that they are, the Congress is ceding ground to them, they're slowly building their own base. They will obviously they are very happy about it, that Congress may lose another state and they will have even higher bargaining power in Punjab, where they are barely giving any seats to the Congress.
Rameshji, my last question is about Uttar Pradesh, and it's a serious question to you, sir. It's a serious question to you, sir. One serious question to you, sir. Sir, in 2009, Congress contested 67 seats in UP and won 21. In 2014, you contested 67 again, won 2. In 2019, you contested 69 and won 1. Sir, this year, Samajwadi has given you 16, 17 seats and you will win 0. You will win 0.
No.
You will lose, you will have no seats in UP.
No.
Sir, do you see a problem or आपको दिख नहीं रहा है?
Sir, हम हार ही नहीं सकते यूपी के.
You want Venugopal to run the party?
He's not running the party.
You want Jairam Ramesh to run the party?
They are not running the party. Party is run by Mr.
You want Surjewala to run the party?
They are not running the party.
Who's running the party, sir?
Mr. Khadge.
Mr. Kharge. At an event yesterday, Mr. Kharge was asked, there was an event conclave, he was asked about Sandeshkhali. He was asked by the anchor about the situation of women in Sandeshkhali. He said, I promise to give all farmers MSP. He doesn't know what he's talking about, sir. He's like Joe Biden. No. He's like Joe Biden, sir.
Experienced leader,
now, what are you doing, sir?
He's an experienced leader, very stalwart, so elder, He held so many positions, He has given the whole life to the Congress party and to the whole life to the nation also. So we have a good Congress president, right?
Yeah, there were a lot of younger leaders.
I'm not. I speak truth, always, Now regarding, let's.
You wanted to run it by a cabal.
You were talking about New Delhi seat.
Doesn't go away. That's a real problem in the Congress.
Sir, we know how to.
I feel sympathetic.
Alliance dharm kaise apnana hai?
I feel in a democracy, opposition is very important. But I feel really sympathetic to your cause and the cause of some of your younger party men who feel stifled today by the way this remote control politics is working in the Congress, where you've done away with good, hard-working leaders by getting sycophants who don't have any basis. I tell you, poor Abhishek Manu Singhvi, I also sympathize with him. He should have been fielded from Rajasthan, where he comes from. He would have won from there, but you send him to a state.
Sir, I mean, there's such a tragic situation here. Anyway, but this is the reality today. The breaking story, the developing story continues to be Himachal Pradesh. As I said in my introduction today, Himachal Pradesh is a symptom. The problem, the disease is the terminal decline of the Congress party. And it will continue to be a terminal decline till the Rahul Gandhi family is in control. Ladies and gentlemen, on the other side tonight, really big stories coming up, including controversy nobody's talking about. What's happening with Patanjali? Why is it in such hot weather? In a few minutes.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
Understanding the fundamentals is crucial. Dive into blockchain technology with Cryptocurrency 101. Examine project white papers, tokenomics, and real-world applications to make informed decisions. Diversification is key. While Bitcoin is the flagship, explore other assets, altcoins, for unique utilities. Allocate investments across blue-chip cryptos, promising infrastructure projects, and DeFi tokens. Build your portfolio patiently. Allocate about 80% to long-term assets and use the remaining 20% for trading. Cost averaging by accumulating the assets over months will reduce the impact of market volatility. Adopt a HODL mindset. Hold on to assets for the long term, aligning with the blockchain's growth trajectory. Understand market cycles and seek guidance from experienced investors. Use secure wallets and strong passwords and stay vigilant against scams. Prioritize security and compliance. Stay informed about regulatory changes and tax implications.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
Group Captain Prashant Balakrishnan Nair.
Group Captain Ajit Krishnan.
Group Captain Angad Pratap.
Wing Commander Shubhanshu Shukla.
Meet the 4 Indian Air Force officers who have been selected for India's first ever human space flight mission, Gaganyaan. The Gaganyaan, literally meaning celestial vehicle, will carry 3 astronauts to an orbit of 400 kilometers on a 3-day mission and bring them back safely to Earth by landing in Indian sea waters. According to official reports, the selected astronauts have been trained in the astronaut training facility established in Bengaluru. They underwent rigorous physical fitness training, simulator training and flight suit training, etc. The comprehensive program also integrated aeromedical training, periodical flying practice and yoga sessions to ensure holistic astronaut preparation.
Group Captain Prashant Balakrishnan Nair.
Group Captain Ajit Krishnan.
Group Captain Angad Pratap.
Wing Commander Shubhanshu Shukla.
Meet the 4 Indian Air Force officers who have been selected for India's first ever human space flight mission, Gaganyaan. The Gaganyaan, literally meaning celestial vehicle, will carry 3 astronauts to an orbit of 400 kilometers on a 3-day mission and bring them back safely to Earth by landing in Indian sea waters. According to official reports, the selected astronauts have been trained in the Astronaut training facility established in Bengaluru. They underwent rigorous physical fitness training, simulator training and flight suit training, etc. The comprehensive program also integrated aeromedical training, periodical flying practice and yoga sessions to ensure holistic astronaut preparation. A recipient of the Sword of Honour at Air Force Academy, Group Captain Prashant Balakrishnan Nair hails from Kerala. Group Captain Nair was commissioned in the Indian Air Force on 19 December 1998 in the fighter stream. Nair has also commanded a premier fighter
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for the debate.
Goswami on the debate at 10, powered by Reva University, Quick Heal Secrite, Green Lamp, Policy Bazaar, co-powered by 99acres.com, SBI General Insurance.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and now it's time for the nation's sharpest opinion, the story that's trending. Story the country is talking about, but surprisingly so. Very surprising, very strange. Story not much of the media is talking about. I don't know why. I don't know why the media does things like this. Stories that are so much in the news not being debated on television. Why? Is there some conflict of interest somewhere? Ladies and gentlemen, Patanjali stocks saw a dip today, big dip, after the Supreme Court had imposed a temporary ban on advertising some of their products. The Supreme Court was very clear and very clinical in its view and held unequivocally that Baba Ramdev's Patanjali is misleading the country and, in its words, taking the people of the country for a ride with their claims of curing serious diseases, chronic diseases. So on the one side, you have this view saying that Patanjali, in the name of an ad campaign, is making wrong medical claims of cure that are not backed by absolute science. It's a serious matter. On the other side is Patanjali's view, the view that's coming from Patanjali, that it is a move against Ayurvedic beliefs, findings and line of cure. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the issue is not about Ayurveda, though Patanjali is trying to equate itself with Ayurveda. The issue is not that. The issue is with the claim that you cure disease, cure this disease, that disease with this drug, this tablet, this potion. Ladies and gentlemen, there are two views today. That there is a larger debate that comes up, whether brands have to take responsibility for the claims that they make. They can't go into technicality. If you are being very assertive in your advertising, saying that you take this medicine, you become okay. And if I question you technically, you can't say, oh, I never really made the claim, and hide behind the Ayurveda argument and then say, I never really made the claim. In fact, I'll quote a technicality to protect myself. That can't be. If Baba Ramdev is saying openly, take this and you will get a solution, or if he's backing it, then it has to be medically proven. An argument cannot be of belief. It has to be of science. Especially when it comes to health care, people's wellness, people's health, it's a serious matter. Because viewers, health has to go beyond just faith. You have to go beyond the slogan, especially when you're popularized by a prominent public figure. Baba Ramdev is a very prominent public figure. So the question then happens is, if Baba Ramdev makes a claim, or Patanjali on behalf of Baba Ramdev, or Baba Ramdev on behalf of Patanjali is making a claim, you can't give a technical response. So the question to address really is, that is the problem only with Patanjali? We live in a time post-COVID, when there is an entire industry that has been created with influencers with no medical backing, no knowledge, popularizing fads on social media, which are taken as absolute. And there are also large brands which are getting into this space of herbal medicine, alternative medicine. Big companies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not taking names, big foreign FMCG companies all want to ride the commercial wave and say, take this, take that, mix this with that, and this is the fad right now, let's capitalize on it, let's make tons of money. But will they take the responsibility if something goes wrong with you? Will they take the responsibility for side effects? Will they take the responsibility for dosage? Will they take the responsibility for the fact that a lot of these things which are passing as fads, herbal fads, this fad, that fad, are over the counter? They can be bought like you buy a toothbrush. But will these companies take the medical responsibility if the dosage goes wrong and something goes wrong with you, your health? And how far does this go and how much can be banned? Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe in asking the more difficult questions. And I believe the issue over Patanjali is something on which Patanjali must give a clear answer. And my view is very clear. When it comes to medicine, we cannot hide behind faith or religion or anything. It is about people's health. Now let's debate.
हमने कोरोनिल बना रखी है। इसमें श्वासारी जो है ये फेफड़ों की इम्यूनिटी के लिए, ये जो है कोरोनिल ये पूरी बॉडी की इम्यूनिटी के लिए। तो श्वासारी खाली पेट 2-2 गोली सुबह दोपहर शाम 3 बार, और कोरोनिल खाने के बाद 2-2 गोली 3 बार। खाली पेट श्वासारी, खाने के बाद कोरोनिल। तो ये पूरी बॉडी की इम्यूनिटी के लिए ये बेस्ट है।
In a huge setback, the Supreme Court has issued a contempt notice to the company for issuing misleading advertisement. Patanjali Ayurveda has been restrained from advertising or branding products manufactured by it.
The Apex Court has pointed out that Patanjali Ayurveda Limited, which is the medicinal arm of the Patanjali Group, which essentially makes medicines, Ayurveda medicines, which of course has a regulator, has a ministry to it, but however this group, the Patanjali Group's medicinal arm, was promoting products rampantly. The court has strictly pointed it out and in fact shot across a letter, a show cause letter to the MD of the Patanjali Group saying that why we should not have contempt proceedings against you.
Despite Patanjali Foods stating it doesn't relate to Supreme Court's order, its shares nosedived.
Markets open tomorrow. What is the fate of Patanjali shares? Because there's a lot of trouble brewing for the company, for Patanjali Group as a whole. Although Patanjali Ayurveda Limited, which is the medicinal arm of the Patanjali Group, has clarified that it's a sister concern, the Patanjali Foods Limited, that has come under the Supreme Court scanner.
Supporters of Ramdev feel he is being targeted. Is there a conspiracy or merit to misleading claim? Let's debate.
Viewers, firstly, I want to say I'm not concerned with this decline of Patanjali Foods, FMCG company, how much crores of rupees Baba Ramdev has lost or Patanjali has lost. That is not my concern at all. My concern is with the assurance of health. And I have with me Swapnil Kothari, noted lawyer from Mumbai. I have with me Professor Dr. Sharat Kumar Agarwal, National President of the Indian Medical Association from 2022 to 2023, ex-president. Rahul Ishwar, well-known right-leaning activist. Backs Patanjali, backs Baba Ramdev, and Mithun Vijay Kumar, who's an author. I believe he's also been supporting Patanjali's side. He's joining us from Kerala. Thank you, Mithun. So, Rahul, I'll start with you since you are defending out here. The Supreme Court bench has said that Patanjali has been stopped from advertising or branding products meant for treating diseases. Okay. So I'm not talking generally we are not talking about Patanjali toothpaste, but we are talking about various other things which Baba Ramdev does solidly promote publicly in advertising as if you take this, you will be cured. And these are serious ailments, chronic ailments. And, you know, many people who don't get cured from an allopathic route sometimes see these Patanjali products as a mix of Ayurvedic base and a lot of faith added to it. Right? But Ayurvedic practitioners don't put out advertisements saying that if you take this, you will be cured. They don't advertise it. People go for it voluntarily. They don't put out this misleading advertisement. You take this, your diabetes will go. You take this, your nerve issues will go. You take this, your liver issues will go. But the kind of claims that Baba Ramdev makes are very euphoric, very final. And there's a large number of people who may believe him. Right? That is the simple question.
Two submissions are
we must address here.
Two submissions. One, 100 years back when the British were ruling us, they used to call us, India is the land of snake charmers and half-naked babas. From that age to an age where yoga is celebrated and accepted worldwide, including the UN, Ayurveda is celebrated and accepted worldwide, including every major nation. We have come a long way. I concede that the paradigms of allopathy and the paradigm of Ayurveda may be different. But Ayurveda is a part of India's heritage culture. We should value it. Now comes to the aspect of health, which you rightly mentioned. I personally have experienced great solace from Ayurveda. My family has experienced, and it has really cured my back pain, which was very serious, which the allopathy couldn't cure. I'm not saying everything is similar like this. But Ayurveda has a paradigm of its own. So we should not evaluate Ayurveda on allopathy.
Can I ask you one thing? Can I ask you one thing? Can I ask you, Rahul?
Please, sir,
Rahul,
please.
I believe Ayurveda is too deep, too much part of our knowledge base, too much in the history of our country. There are too many great practitioners who have contributed to Ayurveda, and I am also a believer in Ayurveda. Okay? Having said that, how do you equate Patanjali with Ayurveda?
Two things. Let us be fair to Sri Baba Ramdev.
How do you equate Patanjali with Ayurveda?
Because Baba Ramdev has been a champion of Ayurveda and yoga.
Please understand. No, Baba Ramdev can say I'm inspired by Ayurveda. No. He can say I'm inspired by Ayurveda. He can say I'm following what are Ayurvedic practices. Okay? But now we must understand this is a big business. And the business is making a claim that you will be cured of blood pressure. You will be cured of diabetes. You will be cured of arthritis. You will be cured of asthma. You will be cured of this. You will be cured of corona. In fact, he had made a claim that Coronil is effective against COVID. Okay. Now, the government later advised that this is not a cure. But at that point of time, people were so desperate. You were desperate. I was desperate. Many people who were buying Coronil did not look at it as Baba Ramdev's view that it is an immunity booster. I will take an amla, it will be an immunity booster. But people bought Coronil thinking it is a solution to COVID. That if you have Coronil, you will not get COVID.
It's an absolute given.
Mithun, am I right or wrong? At that time,
but just one submission.
When you bought Coronil, if you bought Coronil, you thought Baba Ramdev has told me that if I have Coronil, I will not get COVID.
And so it is an absolute given
Am I
that
right
there
or
should
wrong?
not be yeah, but there is right, but there is a catch. It's an absolute
No,
given
you
that
tell
there
me
should,
first.
there is
No,
not,
it's about the claim. It's about the claim. Don't give me a catch.
You are right, but there
don't
is a
give me a
catch.
catch.
But there is
a person,
there is a catch.
person is saying, I am buying Coronil not because meri sehat achhi hogi. The person is buying Coronil because he's saying, if I take Coronil, I will not get COVID. Now, is that a true claim or a false claim? Mithun, you
there
tell me.
should not be any
Is that a
misleading
true
thing.
claim or
There
a
is no
false
doubt.
claim?
But at the same point, there are grey areas. We shouldn't forget. There are grey areas. Even in US,
I can't hear you, Mithun. You have muted yourself.
Allopathy
No, grey area. No. One way. If it's a grey area, then you can't make an absolute claim. I'm sorry, you cannot make an absolute claim out of a grey area. Mithun, you are muted. Can you unmute yourself? I can't hear you. Mithun, unmute yourself. I can't hear you. Now you are saying grey area. But if I ask my viewers, yes, Mithun, go on.
So, sir, let me ask you a counter question here. Is allopathy taking 100% responsibility if something goes wrong, including the COVID vaccine? Actually, I see, there are hospitals putting up big hoardings about, cure for heart diseases, etc. Can they give a 100% guarantee? There is an article in Guardian that I read, recently that, 2 very rare side effects have been detected in 99 million people because of the COVID vaccine. Who is going to take the responsibility of that? And India is a country where for years, companies, peddling processed foods and sugary drinks have enjoyed relative freedom in advertising, damaging our health. And there's hardly any whisper from organizations like IMA. यहाँ प्यास बुझाने के लिए, cold drink पीने का ad आए तो कोई problem नहीं है. But we have a problem with the advertisement of a company that is rooted in ancient wisdom of Ayurveda. Of course, I understand that the Supreme Court order is a warning on their advertising policy, but here we are, demonizing an entire organization. And I would like to say on record that Patanjali has dared to democratize Ayurveda. It has made, herbal remedies and wellness practices which are now accessible to millions that were not previously, accessible to many. Those were priced out of the healthcare system. Now, let me ask you, some more questions. There are pastors in Kerala and Tamil Nadu who claim to cure everything from backbone injury, AIDS, cancer with a simple touch. Doesn't the IMA have a problem with that? Doesn't Supreme Court have a problem with that?
I question you. Mithun.
Yes, sir.
Mithun, I have a question for you. See, Mithun. We are practitioners of Hinduism. If we are Hindu, I don't know your religion, but if you are, I presume you are, then you and I are practitioners of Hinduism. But you and I and Rahul Ishwar, though he comes from very, deeply religious family, a family of high priests, we cannot claim to have invented Hinduism. Similarly,
nobody can.
Baba Ramdev can say that at a personal level, he is a follower and a practitioner of Ayurveda. But he is not Ayurveda. Patanjali does not equal Ayurveda. And I now want to go to Dr. Professor Sharat Kumar Agarwal.
Can I clarify
and my
that
point is, you remember Uttarakhand's Ayurveda and Unani Licensing Council had in 2022, the Ayurveda Unani Licensing Council had told Patanjali to stop manufacturing 5 products on grounds of misleading advertisements. So this is not the first time. And Dr. KV Babu had filed a complaint against it saying they had an advertisement in which they said that eye drops were useful in glaucoma, cataract and other eye issues. If any of these issues remain untreated, they can lead to blindness. So, will Baba Ramdev, if somebody goes blind tomorrow, say, yes, I take responsibility for it because you bought my product? Will he take responsibility for it? The problem is with the claim. Can I get the other side? Dr. Sharat Kumar Agarwal, the argument being made is that Ayurveda, that you are against Ayurveda. Allopathic practitioners are against Ayurveda. Is your problem with Ayurveda or with Patanjali?
Absolutely not. And you see my quotes entire year when I was in the office as a president. I always use that we respect all the pathies. We are not against any pathy practicing authorized in India as per the constitution. Only thing we are against the cross pathy. Cross pathy is that the person who is not trained for a particular pathy and practicing that pathy, that is cross pathy. Number 2, we are not against any individual person. We are not against any individual company. And there is nothing for IMA that we are fighting against Ayurveda. We are fighting against the fallacious advertisement, claiming the false claim that they can 100% cure the obesity, thyroid, heart disease. That is what we are filing the complaint, and we are fighting. We are not against any company.
Dr. Mithun Vijay Kumar asks another question. Can allopathy fully and completely cure heart disease? Can allopathy, has it been able to even till today completely cure cancer, completely cure diabetes? My counter to you is that somebody, if they are chronically diabetic, type 1 or type 2, the allopathic medicines will suppress the symptoms or suppress the disease, but not cure the disease. To which your argument will be, but the disease can be cured when medicines are accompanied by lifestyle changes. That same argument Baba Ramdev can put.
Yeah, see,
he can say, I'm not responsible, I'll give you a medicine. But if you have 20 chole bhature in a day and lead a sedentary life, I can't cure you of a disease. So how is allopathic claims different from Ayurvedic claims?
Learned co-panelists turned this debate in a very, trying to turn this debate. But see, the decision has came under the Act of Drug Magic and Magic Remedy Act. That is for claiming false claim. In allopathy, if anybody is producing a false advertisement, anybody can claim. See, anybody complain. If somebody is complaining against some wrong thing, it doesn't mean that he is only responsible or he is having the responsibility to go for claiming for each and everything. Two wrongs cannot be the right. If my learned co-panelists...
So, but one minute. Why are you and so many against Patanjali? Because you're not against the smaller Ayurvedic companies. Are you against Patanjali? No, not you. But are many pharma companies, many foreign pharma companies? India is a big market. 140 crore Indians, 1.4 billion people. So we need to understand. Argument being made is that Ramdev, whether you like him or not, has used various techniques to build a 70,000 crore company, make acquisitions. He's a very smart businessman. He could be one of the richest people in the country today. And foreign companies don't like him because of the wealth that he has made through his company, which they should have been getting. Eventually, it's a fight for money.
IMA doesn't have any problem with any individual. We have nothing against anyone. Only thing we complained against the fallacious act as a law-abiding citizen, law-abiding association of the country. And if anybody has any problem, they can also complain. So, see, this is absolutely a very funny argument.
But there are many, I'm not naming, there are many global FMCG companies. Now, I'm coming to a very important point here. There are many global FMCG companies. Viewers, you please do the research. I'm not naming. You'll find out, who I'm talking about. Who are using the same systems of Patanjali and creating semi-Ayurvedic products because they've realized in India that normal foreign type toothpaste does not work. But if you follow a Patanjali type semi-Ayurvedic format and sell your toothpaste, it's like if in India you can't sell that American cheeseburger, you have to make it a spicy burger. Right? In India, if the foreign companies are doing the same things that Patanjali is doing, you are not questioning them.
No, see,
but you are going after Patanjali.
I don't understand this argument. If I am complaining against one person who is not law abiding, it doesn't mean the entire responsibility comes to me that I should complain against all the thieves. No, this is
double standards.
If anybody else is doing wrong
double standards,
he says double standards.
Can we call it double standards?
Not double standard. Not at all.
Earlier face whitening creams were there.
No, if I have a problem with if I have find someone is doing wrong thing, I have complained it. It doesn't mean that I have the responsibility to find out who else in the country.
Will you complain against allopathic hospitals who promise such cures for heart?
You complain, sir. You complained against them.
Why not? Sir, you are the doctor. You should lead us.
Sir, you complained against them. Please don't make it. Please don't make it.
Would you dare to go against
versus allopathy versus Ayurveda? This is
You
not
are
an
the
issue of
learned
Ayurveda
doctor
versus
who
Allopathy.
should guide us
This is
against
against the
the drug
fallacious that
mafia,
a
the
person
allopathy people who
misleading
make
the
false
people,
claims.
misleading the country, that don't
Why
go for
not
the
allopathy
evidence-based
who
Sir,
studies
there are
and
hundreds
go
of
for the thing
advertisements
which is
shown on
not
social
evidence-based
media
practice.
where they promise miracle healing. Do you have a problem with that? They promise miracle healing.
See, I
including
am again
healing?
repeating, reverbalizing. If you have anything against who is breaching the law, please go and complain. We have no problem. We are not going to support him. Please breathe.
Your problem is Baba
IMA is
Ramdev.
not
Your
your
problem is
problem.
not Patanjali. Your problem is
The simple
Baba
question is
Ramdev. Your
your
problem is
problem
politics.
No,
Baba
absolutely
Ramdev?
no. Our problem is misleading ads. If somebody is doing that, he should be, and we are thankful to the
Okay,
court.
here's a
We are thankful to
let
the
me get
court. The
Swapnil
court has set
Kothary's take on
the
this.
example.
By others are also
Swapnil?
a problem for him. Just one line, Arnabji, just one
Swapnil,
line.
what are the issues
Doctor
this debate
rightly said
raises?
it is
Because
misleading
it's a very
advertisement.
popular
So what about
debate, very
misleading?
important debate. A lot of people use Patanjali products and they do it because of faith. Let's be clear about it. So I want your take on it. Can we say, okay, they are doing it with faith, doesn't matter what the advertisement says. If people believe in it, they have a right to do it.
No, Arnab, it's absolutely against the law. The Supreme Court is absolutely right, because the Drugs and Other Magical Remedies Act 1954 and the Consumer Protection Act 2019 clearly point out that misleading advertisements shall be taken to task, and people who indulge into it, even if there are iconic people who advertise certain products under the Consumer Protection Act, can face legal action, including criminal action and fines. So the point is very clear, Arnab, that what the Supreme Court is doing is ensuring that these kind of misleading advertisements do not hold sway. And especially when you have some big juggernaut companies like the Patanjali, they have to be all the more cautious, Arnab. Now, tomorrow they could come out with anybody could come out with an advertisement saying that you can levitate in the air if you take this, or you'll have a 20 by 20 vision at the age of 50 like a fighter pilot. Now, people will be foolish enough in this country to take these things. And as you rightly pointed out, that faith is very important, and that faith should not be replaced by anything other than integrity. So the point is that you'll have to have more integrity when it comes to this misleading advertisements business. Now, Arnab, I suggest one thing, where you have a great guy on 7th of March, Dr. Devi Shetty, coming to your summit. I think you can put this question up before him and have some little bit 5 minutes of interplay or interaction between him or anybody else who's there on the
I'll
panel.
tell you one thing. I don't know about Dr. Devi Shetty. I'll certainly ask him.
Given the fact that he's a
I don't know what Devi Shetty's view on this is, and I respect him tremendously. He's a great person. We are looking forward to having him at the Republic Summit. I'm grateful for him for coming. But I know one thing. I know one thing. I'll tell you one thing. I have met so many allopathic doctors.
This needs to stop.
So many allopathic doctors, Swapnil, they don't.
As simple as that.
But I know a lot of allopathic doctors, Swapnil. Yeah, I know a lot of allopathic doctors. I'm not naming them. Some of the topmost in this country. If you ask them about Ayurvedic, they'll say, you be careful, look at the dosage, look at the ingredients, make sure it is it has nothing in it which has a side effect. But it is not as if all allopathic doctors run down naturopathy or lifestyle changes or homeopathy or Ayurveda. They don't. In fact, the important thing to note is many Ayurvedic tablets that you take, the root of those tablets is replicated, I am told, in many allopathic drugs. It's just that if the same medicine is given to you with a different dosage, a different pharmaceutical company, a foreign pharma company were to sell that drug as an allopathic drug, some people would have more faith in it than Ayurvedic. So I think there's a balance between all forms of treatment. We would be foolish to run down Ayurveda. We must never do that. It's like running down yoga. Having said that, please tell me.
Arnab, I have one point more
maybe
Mr. Agarwal. Of the Mr. Agarwal, there is one point which I have not liked, that the Supreme Court took this matter up to task on the basis of an anonymous letter. When you are the petitioner in the matter, you should have followed this up, that despite several warnings, there were misleading advertisements being continued by Patanjali. Why there has to be an anonymous letter for the Supreme Court to wake up, or rather to take this action? You should have been the more vigilant person when you have been the petitioner. The Supreme Court is always on the guard. The Supreme Court always has a watchful eye. But I would appreciate if you were more vigilant enough and more emphatic to take it before the Supreme Court rather than an anonymous letter, because this is something which you need to follow as the Indian Medical Association,
I think it's responding, Swapnil,
or the sentinel of our health in the country.
Whenever we found the fallacious ads, every time we complaint against that. KV Babu is also a member of IMA who put in this thing. And in the July last year, we filed the complaint in Supreme Court. And in the 21st November decision, if you see, Supreme Court clearly responded on the Indian Medical Association is the party. So I don't understand what you want from IMA.
Okay, I'll explain it clearly. Arnab, I'll just give you 1 minute. All I'm trying to say, Mr. Agarwal, is that you were the petitioner, you took up everything, you filed your affidavits, you filed your pleadings. Thereafter, you pursued the matter. The Supreme Court warned Patanjali about no further misleading advertisements, no further. What is that supposed to mean? That's the reason why the contempt notice has been issued, because there have been further misleading advertisements, and that has been brought to notice by an anonymous letter.
But that's we're getting into a legal area.
That is the point that I'm asking.
Can I intervene in that?
No, Arnab,
can I intervene in that? Okay.
We have
Arnab, can I answer?
Just one submission.
Rahul. Arnab, can I answer?
Ministry.
Yeah, actually, it's
Allopathy
fair he answers once, Rahul. It's fair he answers one. Rahul, let him answer once. Please.
Yeah. See, Mr. Rahul, Indian Medical Association is an organization which have lot of aims and objectives for the fraternity, for the society, right? Because it itself shows that we are not against Patanjali or we have no enmity with anybody. We got the decision. We believe in the rules and law of the country. Well, we didn't know that in spite of that, a strong verdict from the Supreme Court on 21st November, the company has a gut to breach that order. So it is absolutely out of our mind. The person is in our country, thinks that he is beyond the law of the country.
No, sir, just one submission. See, we have Ayush Ministry. Allopathy totally dismisses homeopathy. Allopathy totally dismisses Unani. But we have a Ayush Ministry. That means these are different paradigms. In scientific language, this is called a paradigm. A paradigm of Ayurveda and a paradigm of Allopathy are totally different.
But having said that,
they may not accept one another. But I totally agree. There should be checks and balances.
Rahul, listen. Rahul, one thing which can't be different, and I take this to Vijay, I take your point, Vijay. One thing which can't be different is the trust of the people. So, when Coronil was advertised, it was advertised as evidence-based Ayurvedic medicine for COVID-19. And the whole packaging was, there's a big labs and there are major labs. If you see the advertisement, the promotion, there are scientists working in labs. It was almost like a huge cure which nobody in the world could find has been found. The packaging was very business-like approach. You have to be clear about it. It was aimed at selling maximum. It did not go with the riders. So maybe Baba Ramdev's and Patanjali's mistake is they've overstated. Overstated. You see, also in the process of overstating, he said allopathy is a stupid science. It's a bankrupt science.
Exactly.
People are dying because of allopathic medicine. So I'm saying, and then. So maybe it's the nature of the statement which was overstated and unthought.
Yes.
Right? Vijay, you want to take that? Mithun?
Sir, is it to me? Yes, sir. See, basically, this is an issue about their advertisement policy, and they can always make. Hello, am I audible, sir?
You are.
Yes. So I am saying this is basically an issue with their advertisement policy, and there are plenty of companies that have been warned by the Supreme Court in terms of their advertisement. And let's not try to use it against their product or the organization on the whole and attack Ayurveda. Because I heard the IMA representative saying that, they are not against any form of alternative medicine. But I find them constantly attacking Ayurveda, homeopathy, naturopathy. They have taken, severe positions against these alternative forms of medicine. I don't think they are open to alternative forms of medicine. And as a country focusing on cultural revival, we must focus on developing Ayurveda, homeopathy, and all these, major knowledge branches. So I'm again asking the question. There are hundreds of advertisements shown on social media, especially on Instagram, which, youngsters use a lot, regarding miracle healing. IMA doesn't have any issue with that. There are people conducting past life regression in Mumbai, Delhi, and all these metro cities, claiming to cure a lot of issues regarding, major health issues. There is no problem. I am saying there is plenty of research on Ayurveda, even in countries like UK. I was, reading an article published by a cancer research firm in UK, and it says like this about Ayurveda. Ayurvedic medicine uses more than 200 herbs and plants. Researchers have looked at some of the compounds used in Ayurvedic medicine in the laboratory, and they have tested it on animals.
Mithun, one point is, I think a lot of Ayurvedic practitioners in this country will agree with me. You know, the mistake we are making today is a very dangerous mistake. You are basically trying to say that Patanjali equals Ayurveda. You put this question to
I'm never saying that.
People who have studied, practiced over decades,
Patanjali is only a contributor in the study of Ayurveda.
The problem is,
it's a champion of Ayurveda.
No, one minute. Just please be clear about it. Patanjali will look at every which way to sell products.
Let us not demonize them. Not demonize them.
Ayurvedic medicines. They would need some.
No, I'm not demonizing it. I'm telling you a reality.
Sell their products.
It's a listed company. They'll do everything to increase their sales. Where's the demonizing here?
Let's not demonize. They are popularizing it and democratizing it in a way that people have more access to Ayurveda. Yes, in the modern market.
I am not saying they are not democratizing. I am simply saying, listen, 1 minute, listen.
See, ultimately, Patanjali has to survive the market competition.
It's very good. You're democratizing. You need to spread more about yoga and Ayurveda, and if Baba Ramdev is doing that, I support it. All that I am saying, that as a person who's also running a very big business, Baba Ramdev and Patanjali need to be more conscious that people will take them at face value. If you are saying, I will cure you of blindness, I will cure you of diabetes, I will cure you of asthma, I will cure you of cancer, I will cure you of glaucoma, I will cure you of cataract, I will cure you of this and that and even COVID, then people will believe you. They look upon you as a religious person, they'll believe you all the more.
There needs to be
Am I wrong in that?
There needs to be caution. No, there needs to be caution. But Arnabji, I think your intention is right. But many people, who are demonizing,
of course, it's a question on their marketing policies,
or national
but
media,
not a question of the product itself.
Good intention. They want to defame Baba Ramdev. They want to denigrate Ayurveda. They want to say everything regarding Ayurveda is wrong. And there are many people who does that from the allopathy side. We all respect allopathy. I had my vaccine. My family had vaccine. We respect allopathy. At the same point of time, the same respect is not returned from the allopathy side. Allopathy sees Ayurveda as some kind of inferior science you have to tolerate. That's not like that. There are two paradigms. Let them coexist.
No, I don't think so.
Each other is the right attitude.
I don't think so. That should never be the case. No, we don't. I don't think that is his intention. Nobody on this panel thinks about Ayurveda as a lesser science or that. Please do not give that spin. I'm sure Swapnil also doesn't. He's only making a legal point.
No, I don't.
Law applies to everybody.
Mr. Ishwar, I have 1 point for you. You were saying all I'm against is what Arnab clearly pointed out was that when you say that allopathy is stupid, what are you trying to say? There is no way that a person of that stature or that company of that size should ever make that kind of a statement. That is not mere puffery. That is absolutely to denigrate a particular part of medicine, which should not be done. Number one. Number two, Mr. Mithun, you said that why catch only Patanjali, catch all the people in this country who are trying to mislead and say that allopathy can do this, allopathy can do that.
Yeah, please log into
the law doesn't work like that,
Amazon
Mr.
and
Mithun.
search,
That token you'll have to catch every Sadhu Baba on the street who sells you these potency tablets and tells you that you can sire 50 children even at the age of 60. So, those arguments don't work in a court of law. It's very simple that when you have transgressed DOMA, that is the Drugs or this other Magical Remedies Act and Consumer Protection Act, you are to be taken to task, and that is exactly what the Supreme Court is doing, and that is why the contempt notice is there, because I am
asking you a very simple question. Right now, if you search on Google or if you log into any of the e-commerce websites, you can find hundreds of products offering solutions to severe diseases. Can you go and ban all of them? Can you raise an issue in the Supreme Court as an Ayurveda representative? Can anyone file a case in the Supreme Court? Why are you against Patanjali? Because there is clear politics involved in this.
Because Patanjali is the major who is doing the
very hotly advertisement. I'll tell you. I want to make my position very clear.
Can you search your e-commerce app?
It will be foolish to run down any.
If you are doing wrong thing, you will be punished.
You will be punished.
Dr. Agarwal wants to say something. I didn't realize it's such a hot debate.
You should be punished if you are doing the wrong thing.
I am telling you one
cannot
thing.
defend yourself.
Everyone should be punished. You should ban every product. You should ban every Ayurvedic product. You should ban every homeopathic product. You should ban naturopathy. You should ban
You are not
everything.
evidence-based. You are not representative of the Ayurveda science. Please don't take your step.
I am not representative of any side.
Doctor.
I am saying
Baba Ramdev
I am
not
neither
a
the representative of allopathy.
You are
But if you are the representative
you
of
are printing
allopathy,
money.
can you give me an assurance that allopathy can cure
You
all
are
the problems of the
guiding the pupil
world?
and court has test you.
I see hundreds of
You have the guts.
of hoardings on the road.
You have guts
I
to
see hundreds of hoardings on the road.
after
Popular hospitals
the order of the
that claim to
court,
cure heart
against
disease,
My God, it's
liver
amazing.
diseases, and diabetes. Can you take
We
the
have
responsibility
already-
of that?
You should have some humanity. You should have some humanity.
You are
not only
talking,
businessmen,
and you are making an illogical point, sir. I'm asking a very illogical question. There are hospitals, there are hospitals in the country that are advertising about 100% cure for heart ailments, liver ailments, and all this. Can you take the responsibility of that?
And misleading the entire country.
My God.
You should be punished, and court has done the right
My
thing.
God,
You should
my
be
God,
punished.
my God.
You are the one who
I
said
tell you
the
one
country.
thing.
You are the one
I
who
tell you
said
one
that
thing,
allopathy
viewers.
is
I
above
never
all.
thought.
That is
I
wrong.
never thought.
You are not promoting alternative forms of medicine. That is wrong.
Arnab, this debate is trending. Arnab, this debate is trending. I've got at least 7 messages in the last 5 minutes
This
saying
debate
that
will
you guys
trend
are
in a
going
vi-
great guns, keep going.
All I'm
No,
saying is
people are going crazy.
Ayurveda is not
I've
a
realized,
stagnant field of base of knowledge.
Swapnil, I've realized, Swapnil, this is the biggest debate in the country. No.
Exactly.
No, I am giving all sides. In fact, if Mr. Agarwal agrees and Baba Ramdev agrees and Acharya Balakrishna agrees, I'll get them with him. I have no problem. See, the problem is, I'll tell you one thing. What has happened now, wherever you ask, the biggest story in the country today is Patanjali. Nobody wants to talk about it. The biggest story in the country is Paytm. What has happened? Nobody wants to talk about it. The biggest story in the country is Byju's. Nobody wants to talk about it. At least many big media companies don't want to talk. I want to know why. That's when people start asking, is there a conflict of interest? I have no conflict of interest, ladies and gentlemen. And my question is, this is the biggest story in the country. I don't think everything that Baba Ramdev and Patanjali have done is wrong. It is wrong to demonize them. They have contributed a great deal to Ayurveda and yoga. But I believe, I can tell this straight to Baba Ramdev. Maybe he has overstated things. And his mistake is he has said allopathic is stupid, rubbish. And he cannot say that. He's overstated that. He should not have. At the same time, he should also give some riders, because he's not just a doctor. He's not a doctor. He's running a very big multi-10,000 crore business. So this much rider, this much awareness spreading is also important. So viewers, this is a very controversial debate. I didn't think it will become so big. I'll close it today. I'll come back to it when Baba Ramdev comes back on my program. Thank you very much, everyone. 30-second break. Big story on the other side.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
जो भी कानून संगत है वो हम जवाब दे रहे हैं। अब तो उन्होंने केस कर दिया है, कोर्ट में केस है, उसके नतीजे जो आएंगे उसका इंतजार करना चाहिए ईडी को, कोई भी फ्रेश समन जारी करने की।
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The revolt against the Mamata regime has been unstoppable. Day after day, more women have been speaking out against Mamata Banerjee. And today, the Calcutta High Court has pulled up the Bengal police for delaying the arrest once again. More importantly, the controversy of the day is this, that the leader of the opposition, Shubhendu Adhikari, has said that Mamata Banerjee knows exactly where he is, Shahjahan is, she's protecting him, keeping him in safe custody, and trying to stage an arrest. Let's debate.
21 days of unstoppable revolt against Mamata's regime in Sandeshkhali. Day after day, Complaints about TMC excesses have been pouring in.
50, 1 লাখ 1.5 লাখ এর নিচেও কোনো কথা বলতো 50 দিতে পারবে না না দিতে পারবে না জমি জায়গা আছে চলো লেখা
সিরাজ বাবু যে চেয়ারে বসে সেই চেয়ারে সিরাজ বাবু বসে আছে সিরাজ বাবুর পিছনে তোমার রুল আছে আমার জানা নেই আর
মানে যেটা দিয়ে লাঠি
পুলিশের রুল হ্যাঁ পুলিশের কাছে গিয়েছিলাম ওখানে পুলিশ বলছে যে এখানে কোনো হবে না শাহজাহান বাবুর কাছে যাও
55 days and counting. Mamata-backed Shah Jahan Sheikh is still on the run. Calcutta High Court has pulled up Bengal government for delaying arrest of Shah Jahan, ordering the CBI and ED to arrest the mafia don. The Central Probe Agencies opposed Bengal police probing the case. CBI ED told the High Court, if Mamata's corps are allowed to probe the case, they might destroy crucial evidence to dilute the case. The court has allowed 6-member fact-finding team led by a former judge to visit Sandeshkhali on March 1st. BJP delegation led by Suvendu Adhikari has got court's nod to visit Sandeshkhali tomorrow.
कुछ फेल नहीं है ये यहाँ पर सरकारी उनको प्रोटेक्शन दे के रखा है और ये पहली बार नहीं है इसके पहले 42 केसेस है उनके अगेंस्ट में 42 केसेस 2019 से सब केस में वो आरोपी है उनको अभियुक्त है लेकिन चार्जशीट में उनका नाम काट दिया जाता है कैसे
How long can Mamata Banerjee shield Shah Jahan Sheikh? Let's debate.
Viewers, we have advocate Niladri Bhattacharya with us. I think he's pro-TMC. Neil Basu is an advocate and political analyst and panelist. He leans towards the TMC. And my first question is to Shatarupa on the other side. Shatarupa, very straight answer, short please, to my question. Suvendu Adhikari has said, and I quote, the scoundrel of Sandeshkhali. The scoundrel of Sandeshkhali, Shah Jahan, is in the safe custody of the Mamata police since 12 a.m. last night. Right? Which means you are saying Mamata Banerjee has, she knows she's lying to the people of India for the last 23 hours. She has the custody of Sheikh Shah Jahan. Give me the proof. Or don't give me the proof, give Neil or Niladri the proof.
Oh, no, I can't give you proof. All I can say is when the leader of opposition says something, he knows what he's saying because he keeps claiming that he has, insiders right inside Mamata's camp. And if you notice the trend of activities that have been happening over the last 55 days now, Mamata has been in constant denial that first of all, she thinks in Bangla that this Shah Jahan character is a Dhoa Tulsi Pata. It's ED's fault to have gone and poked him out of his nest and Shah Jahan has done nothing wrong.
No, but you're saying you can't give proof.
No, how can I give proof of what?
You're saying you can't give proof, but such a big claim, Shatarupa, don't you think you are obliged to give some proof or at least take it forward? You've even said that a bed in the Woodburn ward has been kept ready and vacant for him.
Yes.
He has negotiated a deal with the Bengal police.
Yes. Arnab, Shubhendita has claimed on a public media on a social media like Twitter that this Shah Jahan is in touch with a lot of mediators. He's saying, and he's negotiated with the police that there should be VIP arrangements made just in case he decides to court arrest, if I may say so. And then a bed should be made available for him just in case he decides to shift himself to Woodburn Ward, which is basically a trend. Whoever gets arrested from Trinamool, they want to shift to Woodburn for better facilities.
Okay, first.
But this is what we are thinking.
First, Niladri, would you like to respond to that? Niladri Bhattacharya? Niladri, if there's even an iota of truth in what Suvendu has claimed, then it's treasonous.
See, if what the leader of opposition has said, honorable leader of has said today,
if I agree with you that even if there's a small iota of truth, then at least he should give the proof of that to the DGP and allow and to see that the police arrest the person, this criminal, immediately. Because what I understand that there was a stay of the investigation from the Calcutta High Court, which was revoked yesterday. Once it has been revoked, let us give a minimum amount of time to the police to find out where this criminal is. I have maintained all
How can you
throughout.
say that, Niladri, when the Honorable Court have themselves clarified that there was no interim stay on arrest?
There was no stay. The stay was only on the SIT committee being formed. There was no other stay.
On the investigation. On the investigation.
You're an advocate and you have no idea what the High Court order says.
Kindly read the single bench. Kindly read the single bench's order. The order, there was a stay on the investigation and on the SIT. And once the Honorable Division Bench has clarified it, there is no question of any stay as on today. From yesterday onward, the clock has started ticking. The clock has started ticking. And let us give the police reasonable time to arrest and bring this criminal to justice.
You're an advocate, you're saying. The 55 days
I've only maintained that people like Shah Jahan, and the only place for people like Shah Jahan is behind bars. But you have to give the police its due. What the Honorable Allopathy has said, the leader of opposition has said today in Twitter and also in his speeches, that if he has any information of this criminal, let him share this with the DGP. And I'm very sure that the administration will take adequate steps to bring him under arrest immediately.
3 locations before. Shubhenduta had mentioned 3 locations before. And Trinamool got into a blame game.
Has he shared it?
Saying that Shubhenduta knows.
Please ask him to share it with the local police and the DGP. Don't malign the police like this.
Looked at those locations.
The police is for you and police is for me. It is not TMC's police. Police is for the state.
Trinamool and Shah Jahan are hand in gloves. There's almost like a tripartite alliance in which they're negotiating. How Shah Jahan will stay after arrest? This police is
Madam, as Honorable rightly said, please give the proof then. Please give. You're speaking of tripartite agreement. You're speaking as if a contract is taking place.
No, I would just say, I would like to
statements like
see
this.
these are serious matters. These are serious matters. There has been some suspicious behavior from the West Bengal DGP. Earlier, he said there are no grounds to arrest Shah Jahan. And that has been alleged by people from the NCW that is what he said. At earlier times, the Bengal police have said the women should prove rape. Right?
You have a counselor
and
saying
suspiciously, the Trinamool Congress said 3 days back that we will get him in 7 days. And I find it very strange that Kunal Ghosh, a Trinamool spokesperson, knows when Shah Jahan will be arrested. Neil Basu, why are people across Bengal talking about an arrangement between Mamata Banerjee and Shah Jahan? And frankly, since Mamata Banerjee is a great supporter of Shah Jahan, how can anybody trust her police to extract the truth from him? Why do you arrest someone? So that you can interrogate the person and prove the truth. Shah Jahan will be arrested to prove him innocent. I'm quite sure of that. Because the Home Minister has said he is innocent. So it becomes the DGP's job to prove his innocence, not prove his guilt.
It is only yesterday that the court has clarified its position, and the written complaints that have been filed against Shah Jahan, most of the complaints were dated of 19th of February 2024. So if the leader of opposition is saying something, Mr. Shubhendu Adhikari is saying something, he must come up with a proof, because if his statement is to be taken to be a true statement, then he must come up with proof. Otherwise, this statement has no value in the eye of law. We can debate over this, but this statement has no value in the eye of law until and unless he brings
again, aren't you a lawyer?
Proof.
Aren't you a lawyer?
Before the
authorities
and legitimate proof has to be brought. Any statement, being a leader of opposition, he cannot make unless and until he have any proof.
Leader of opposition is making a statement that the police needs to either refute or go along with it. He has not said that I'm making a
the leader of
statement in the
opposition
court of
today
law.
in his
You
statement,
people
in his
are
social
supposed to be
media,
advocates.
he has stated that no,
You don't even
he
know.
knows
You
that
don't
it is
even know.
under
Why
the
don't you
police
look at his
protection
tweet?
that Sheikh Shahjahan
Why
is there.
don't you look at
Then
his tweet?
if
He
he is
has
so
not
much
been a legal
confident about
gentleman.
that,
He is
if he
saying
is so much
that there is
confident
enough
about that, then he
information
must come
within
up with
himself
some evidence.
to know
He must
that
know. He is
that
saying that these
Shah
three
Jahan
areas
is in
the
cahoots
Sheikh
with
Shahjahan
the
has been
police
found in these three
and
areas.
Mamata
So
Banerjee and the
the
Trinamool
work of
party.
the
I'll do it
police has
properly
been
tomorrow.
taken up by Mr. Shubhendu Adhikari. Mr.
Neil.
Shubhendu Adhikari knows
You
where
know,
Sheikh
you're
Shahjahan
shouting
is.
unnecessarily.
Neil, can I
So
ask
why
you
are
one
shouting?
thing? Neil and Niladri. Neil and Niladri, my final question to you both, please. Neil and Niladri. First Niladri and then Neil. Don't you think Shah Jahan and the Mamata government are too close for comfort? You are both lawyers. Given the kind of support that Mamata Banerjee has given Shah Jahan, is it really proper to keep him in the custody of the Bengal police anymore? I lost the video link. If the video link can come back with Niladri. And Niladri, want to take that first?
That is a question. See, I agree with your order, but that is a question we can only answer once Shah Jahan is arrested.
If he is.
Because see, if he is arrested and then he is not cooperating, or the police is doing any hanky panky, it is open to the High Court to change the seat of trial or take the trial or everything out of the. Please understand, in Calcutta, in Bengal, we have
the prosecution will not build a case.
Monitored investigation.
But do you think it's like it's like telling one thing? It's like, I don't know if you know about this case. I'm sure you do. You know the tainted cop Parambir Singh in Mumbai. Would you trust Parambir Singh to investigate Sachin Vaze, who was accused in the Antilla bombing case? Were you, as a conflict of interest, you cannot, you know that, you are lawyers.
These questions are questions of the future.
No, but
you cannot answer right now. Once he's arrested, if there's any deficiency in the police investigation,
Neil,
it is a duty of the court to step into it.
Neil, what do you think? Neil, too close for comfort?
One thing is there. First thing is, there were two allegations, basic allegations against Sheikh Shahjahan. One of the allegations was relating to ration scam and the food scam. Now I just want to point it out that this ration scam and food scam, this is the purview of the Enforcement Directorate. So Enforcement Directorate also has certain liabilities. So it is not like that only the West Bengal police is liable for searching Sheikh Shahjahan. It is also the liability of the Enforcement Directorate, right? So Enforcement Directorate also has certain liabilities. So what the Enforcement Directorate is doing, that this question I asked to myself, what the Enforcement Directorate is doing, if the food scam was something which was detected in respect of Sheikh Shahjahan,
I would say that my guess.
There you go again. May I or no?
Just give us a chance to interrogate Shah Jahan in Republic. I have a solution to all these problems. When you find Shah Jahan,
absolutely,
kindly bring him in a car and put him for 2 hours in the Republic Bangla office. We'll interrogate and get the truth out of him. I thank you very much, Neil, Niladri and Shatarupa. And I believe he'll be arrested this week because the TMC is taking a guarantee for that. Viewers, fantastic news show today. Please watch the developments in Himachal Pradesh very closely with Republic. We're almost 24/7 on the story. See you tomorrow, 9 p.m. Good night and goodbye.
Understanding the fundamentals is crucial. Dive into blockchain technology with Cryptocurrency 101. Examine project white papers, tokenomics, and real-world applications to make informed decisions. Diversification is key. While Bitcoin is the flagship, explore other assets, altcoins, for unique utilities. Allocate investments across blue-chip cryptos, promising infrastructure projects, and DeFi tokens. Build your portfolio patiently. Allocate about 80% to long-term assets and use the remaining 20% for trading. Cost averaging by accumulating the assets over months will reduce the impact of market volatility. Adopt a HODL mindset. Hold on to assets for the long term, aligning with the blockchain's growth trajectory. Understand market cycles and seek guidance from experienced investors. Use secure wallets and strong passwords and stay vigilant against scams. Prioritize security and compliance. Stay informed about regulatory changes and tax implications.
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.